All right, welcome to the Sae Bae cast number 265 with Megan for her second appearance. Megan, how are we doing today?
Hello, yeah, I'm doing good, thank you. How are you?
Pretty good. We were just talking right before this, and it's shocking because your first episode was episode 87, and now we're at 265, and we checked, and it's been over 3 years since we talked, and it does not feel that long at all.
No, we are getting very old, Seda.
Yeah. I mean, me especially. I don't know how old you are. I turned 30 this year, so it's actually over for me officially.
I mean, I'm 28, so I'm basically right behind you.
Yeah, you're getting there. Okay, before we jump into some of the topics that we have today, I need to just get your overall thoughts on this sailing sort of nerf that happened. I don't know how you grinded your sailing so far, because what level are you right now?
I'm currently level 96 and a half.
Okay, and how much of that has been salvaging?
A good amount. So it's funny you say that because it's been quite a hot topic today, hasn't it?
Yes, and this is like the first day I went live in like 3 weeks or something. So I covered like the whole blog post of like their reasoning for it. So I am definitely in the know. I don't know how much you know about the reasoning behind it. But
I'm aware of it. So the first obviously 30 levels I did port tasks, I've done the trials. And ever since I've got to the last trials, I've just been doing, like when I'm live, I'll do what they call the Gwyneth Marlon, the last one. The last one. And then I'll do that when I'm live and kind of like sesh it out and get good XP. And then when I'm not live, I'll salvage all day. Just not really AFK. Like I'll be on the hook as well. I'm not doing like the full AFK method. But yeah.
Nice. Well, they fucked it up entirely because the XP per hour is really bad now.
I know. I'm doing it. I'm getting 55k an hour.
Oh, they said in the blog, like I swear yesterday I was salvaging and I was very AFK, but I was hitting my crystal extractor pretty much every minute. And I basically just had my 2 guys doing everything, and I would just go and whatever it's called, clean up the salvage or whatever it's called. I don't know what word I'm thinking.
Sorting it.
Sorting the salvage. And so I was getting like 120k, like pretty chill. Like, and I was only level 87 at the time. I mean, I'm only level 89 now, but like, I just felt like, okay, like this is really nice. And then when they said the nerf, I was expecting like 90k, like comfortably 90k. I'm like, okay, that's fine. Like I'll deal with that. But yeah, I'm not even like right now on my XP tracker. I've been very lazy with it. I'm not even getting 40k. Like that's bad.
Yeah, it's really like, so on stream when I was streaming, I think yesterday, and I was saying, oh no, I hope they don't nerf the crystal extractor, because I was really happy with the 600 XP every minute, even though I know it is a bit overpowered. I liked it, okay, because it was nice for my maxing grind. Selfishly, I liked it. So yeah, everyone was going, no, they might, take a bit of the XP off of that, but they're going to put more XP in other places. And I was like, oh, okay, so they'll balance it quite well then. And then when the blog came out today, I thought, all I'm seeing is nerfs. It's literally gone down over double from what I'm seeing anyway, from what people in my community are saying, what their rates are. And yeah, it just seems like, okay, I get it. Like the fact that other skills don't have AFK methods that have high XP like that, but to be nerfed almost half, it feels very bad. But I do understand why they did it. I don't know, it's a tough one.
Yeah, like it definitely makes sense. I think if salvaging had just never been that good and you kind of felt obligated to do Barracuda trials or just port tasks or whatever else, then I think we all would have accepted it easier. But man, because I was gone in Denver for like 12 days and all I was doing was salvaging, and I was shocked at how like good it was, especially when you found like the double spots and stuff. And I was almost like, this feels like very good, but I wasn't complaining, obviously. But now I'm like, I don't know. I just feel like maybe a 10%, maybe 15% nerf actually would have been fine. But I think they just did a way overkill. Plus, they made it so salvaging is 5 tick instead of 4 tick, which obviously is slower. And they were like, oh, well, we're going to balance out, like, we're going to give you a little bit more XP per salvage. This is fucking 10 XP more. Like, you're getting 200 instead of 190. And they're saying that it's it's like 20% faster or something. Like, I guess maybe I've noticed that. I don't even think so. But that is such a big nerf. And then on top of that, the sorting is dreadful now. It was like 90 something XP. Now it's like 34. It's pathetic.
It's ridiculous. It's actually just does not feel good, especially changing it to 5 tick. It just feels so slow now. I don't know if it's just me, but I've been sat in this double spot for ages and these shipwrecks have not come back up. And I'm in 486, which is like the busy world.
Yep.
So I think there's something I saw in something said about that as well. I don't know. It just doesn't feel good anymore.
Yeah.
But I think maybe we was spoiled. And the thing is, okay, if they came out and said, right, on release, salvaging's going to be 20k an hour, everyone would have been like, oh no, that's bad. And then they sort of buffed it to 50k an hour. Then it'd feel really good to do salvaging.
Yep.
But the fact that we had something so good and then they just like stripped it away, that's what feels bad. But I think, give me a few days and I'll be over it.
Yeah, well, you actually will be over it because you'll just have your max cape back.
Oh, well, not now. I was hoping to max by the weekend, but at the moment, I don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah, you might have to just stream a little bit more of those trials. If it was up to me, like at this point in time right now, this is, for those listening, this is the day of the nerfs. This is exactly 2 weeks after sailing dropped. I'm thinking if they could basically maintain most of what they've done, but do this. Make it so if you're at a double spot, you basically always will have one up at all times. Like, I feel like one of the worst feelings is when the hooks are just not going at all. Like right now, I'm sitting here and nobody's doing anything, but I'm too fucking lazy to like move to another spot or hop. I feel like the hopping mechanic is silly too. Like, isn't Jagex trying to remove hopping? Like, they don't want hopping to be like a mechanic. It feels like you kind of have to hop worlds, and that just feels crappy. So I feel like if they were to just make it so you always basically have a ship, as long as you're perfectly stationed at a double spot, that would feel good with all the nerfs that have already gone on. And then I was thinking what they should do is make it so the sorting table, the salvaging station, make it so it's like an herb patch or allotment patches where, you know how like if you spam click at first and then you release, it does it double time. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. Okay. Well,
no, I do.
Okay. Just making sure. Some people don't know that you can do that. Some people just pick the one herb at a time. And I'm like, oh God, like just spam click a few times. But if they were to do that to the salvaging station where you just kind of spam it a little bit and then it cleans it all double time, I don't think the nerf would feel as bad, because then at least you are spending most of the time actually at the hook. And then if you just kind of spam click the table a little bit, everything gets cleaned way faster, which means it is going to be more XP per hour, but it's still 33% nerf of what it was yesterday. And I think like if they could do those changes, it would still be shitty. People would still complain, but it would be much better than it is right now. I think it's just irritating the way it is.
Yeah, I agree. It does feel slow. And I think that's quite a good idea, because it will make you feel like it's something that you're doing to make it go faster. It feels like a bit of a skill as well. Not that it's hard, but it's something that you can do to like maximize your XP. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. They did say that they was going to have a blog post about it tomorrow as well, didn't they? To revisit it again.
Oh, did they? Is it just tomorrow?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so. So they came out with a new blog post literally an hour ago.
Oh my God. Okay, I need to see this.
Want me to send you it?
Yeah, send me it. Because that's one thing I got to give Jagex credit. I mean, there's so many things I could give them credit for, but they're very, very quick to respond to the players freaking out. Okay, let's see this.
They're working in the evening just to do this. So yeah, it's nice.
Okay, so let me read this for the chat, and then we can kind of discuss a little bit, because this is just an attachment apparently to what we saw. It says, update Wednesday, December 3rd. 20, 25, whenever that was, like you said, like a couple hours ago or an hour ago. We're back with a late in the day update. Understandably, today's update has spawned a lot of chatter. We apologize for the radio silence up until now, but we've needed time to chat back and forth as a team while keeping all of your feedback and valid frustration in mind so that we can best figure out our next steps while delivering on our goal of fine-tuning Saling's balance. While we don't have specifics right now, we have a rough direction of what we'd like to explore, which we'll be sharing with you now and providing more specifics on in a blog post tomorrow. Oh, wow. Okay. So let's not beat around the bush and get straight into where our heads are at. We love AFK gameplay, and we know you do too. There was never any intent for extreme 20 to 30 minute AFK gameplay patterns to become part of Sailing, but it's clearly something that's popular with many of you. So isn't something we're looking to entirely remove. That said, allowing methods with this level of effort to have a good XP output isn't something we believe is a healthy precedent to set. So we're not looking to significantly increase the strength of the two crewmates salvaging player sorting method. Despite that, there's a chance that changes we'd like to make elsewhere will marginally improve XP output here, though we're not specifically making changes to improve the output of this method. It's clear about the change to sorting XP is a major pain point, and that many of you feel sorting is no longer worth it whatsoever, which has led to players who are salvaging somewhat actively taking a bigger hit to their XP per hour than feels fair. We'll be looking at ways to improve the XP output of this more active self-salvaging, self-sort approach so that it feels more worthwhile to do and you don't feel that you need to drop out of your salvage and miss out on gaining resources. Additionally, we're planning on giving Gwyneth Glide some extra XP to compensate for today's crystal extractor nerf. They're pumping that up even more and just like, okay, come on. And then the last little bit is we currently don't have any specific plans for port task tweaks. Okay. Tomorrow we'll be releasing a post diving into more detail on all of the above. So I guess we'll find out tomorrow. I think I think what they're trying to accomplish is just making it so sitting for 30 minutes idly is not like as OP as it was yesterday. And that
does make
totally
sense.
fair. Yeah, that's totally fair. But like, it feels like when you're actually clicking around, sorting your stuff, then going back to the thing, and then another spot despawns, and you're really quick to like click back on the salvaging hook for the next spot, and then clicking your little crystal extractor. I feel like that all feels very good, and it feels like you kind of have to be active with it. But
Yeah,
I would have to like brainstorm and think of how they could kind of do it while sort of nerfing your guys a little bit. I don't know.
I think there was people saying I went to have a bath for like 20 minutes and I got like 80k XP or something like that for the hour or something. And it's like, that's a lot for doing absolutely nothing.
Yes. It was
so
very OP. Yeah.
It is OP, and I do think that it does need to be nerfed. And as much as I was like, no, don't nerf it initially, I do agree that it does need to be nerfed, but not as much for salvaging. I think even for the trials, I've been doing trials. So today, when the nerf happened, I was like, right, 5 hours a day for 3 days. I'm just gonna smash out like a 5-hour session of the trials. Non-stop, no breaks. I lasted 2 hours and my eyes felt like they were burning off. You know, you just feel like it's so intense. It's such like click intensive gameplay, and you have to be so precise to get the box and try and get it in within a time because now you have to get the pet in the time now. It just felt like I could not do it for longer than 2 hours. Like, I don't know if that's a skill issue, but I would much rather be salvaging. It just feels so much nicer to come back and salvage.
And if you're streaming, it's like you kind of just want to chat and just like relax instead of feeling this pressure to reach a certain time every single one.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah. I mean, I'm not too fussed about the pet, and if I do go for the pet, I'm not going to be doing it through the trials anyway. I think, I'm not sure what the best rate is for the pet. I think is it port tasks?
That's a good question, actually. I mean, I spooned my pet on mobile.
You got the pet?
Yeah, I got it at level 73.
Right.
Yeah.
No way. The number.
And then I got, have you gotten a dragon cannon piece yet?
No, I don't think so.
It's a 1 in 20,000. It's crazy rare. And I literally got that yesterday too, on my phone, just randomly.
Oh my God.
And I'm level 89.
Is that on your iron, your main iron?
No, it's on Squat Cam. It's like my new iron.
Oh, okay.
It's pretty much my main iron at this point. I don't know exactly what my plans are for Sae Bae because I don't want to just especially now, I really don't want to just salvage Sae Bae all the way through. And
No.
I just don't like multi-logging. It's just painful. But we'll see what I do. But by the way, speaking of that Gwyneth Glide or whatever last trial, so as I was saying, I was gone and I was just playing mobile for the last 2 weeks, and I realized I needed a crystal extractor. I was like figuring all this stuff out randomly here and there because I just didn't really spend much time on Twitch the last 2 weeks. I was just seeing occasional Reddit posts. I'm like, hey, this thing's fucking busted, so I have to get this like now, because apparently there's talk now that it's going to get nerfed. And so I was on mobile without any guide on hotel Wi-Fi, trying to achieve shark with my shitty boat. And dear God, it was agonizing. Like, I feel like I'm a pretty good player, like when it comes to like Sepulcher and things like that. So I was like, okay, I'm pretty confident. Like I can figure out little tricks to like speed myself up. That shit took me easily like 9 actual gameplay hours to like fucking get. I was tilting out of control. And then there was a few times where I would basically got it and the hotel Wi-Fi would like lag out and like my turn would go super wide and I miss a crate and I'm just about to like break something. And then the most tilting I have ever been was at the very end, and this is just the shark one, so it's not like the super long marlin. I got those little icicles on my helm, and on mobile you have to click it 3 times. So I'm like tapping, but I kind of just spam it because it just feels weird to. I like it feels weird to count to 3 because it just feels like it's going to lag out. So I just kind of spammed it, and I spammed a little bit too much, and I was on pace to get it. And this is probably like 4 hours in. It took me another 5 hours after this, but like 4 hours in, like I was on pace, and I fucking clicked the helm 1 extra time, and I kept yellow tapping. Yeah, I kept yellow tapping to move, and my dude was just wandering around the boat like still, and I am genuinely like screaming. I was flipping the fuck out. I was like, I cannot do this. It was so when I finally got it, it was like the craziest feeling. I was like, thank God.
Yeah.
Agony.
Honestly, that whole spam click 3 times to get the icicles off, it kept happening to me as well. And I think you just have to get the RuneLight plugin to make it so you don't left click it, but I think if you don't have RuneLight, that's still going to be so annoying to this day. I don't know if they've fixed that in the actual game or not, but I feel like the poor people who don't use RuneLight, they're probably going to think, oh my God, what is that? I keep coming off the boat. I think they should have it so that you have something in the actual sailing interface tab, you know, where you click to go fast, like to go forward or back. In that tab, you should have something to click, like a button, instead of clicking on the boat, because you end up misclicking. And luckily we have RuneLight. We can have, we can sort that out. But I don't envy mobile players.
It was so dreadful because for anybody that hasn't and they're imagining what it's like on mobile, like imagine nothing's highlighted. Like you're just literally going blind, and the render distance is shittier. I was playing on lower FPS because my phone was fucking overheating. It was boiling hot. Like playing Barracuda, I think my phone crashed like 5 times, like during a few hours of it. It just kept crashing. It was just, and I needed to take a break because my phone was about to like melt. And then like crates would randomly render in and then render out. Like it was just like, it was so glitchy.
Oh,
I was like,
I
am hating my life right now. Anyway, so that was... I now have a little bit more empathy for those mobile players.
Yeah. On the first day, you couldn't even mark tiles on the sea. So I had to get the RS Paint plugin and literally draw my route with lines. And everyone was coming to my stream like, what the hell is that? And I was like, don't worry. And they was like, no, I actually want to use it myself. And I was like, oh, okay.
Oh my
So many people was asking for it. Luckily, after a few days, the tile markers were... You could actually mark the tiles on the sea, but oh my God, I could not have done it on mobile. Definitely not.
That is insane. Yeah. So, okay, let's, I guess let's kind of finish with the sailing a little bit. And then I want to jump into like what you've been up to the past little bit on stream and whatever else. But, so overall thoughts on sailing. And this is the question I actually asked my stream this morning was, what were you assuming sailing was going to be? Like, how excited were you from a 1 to 10 pre-sailing? And then what do you like what's your 1 through 10 now that sailing's actually dropped? Like, are you more pleasantly surprised, or are you like a little disappointed? Like, what is it for you, the 1 through 10 pre and post sailing?
Well, I don't really want Jagex to hear this, but when they first announced the new skill, and obviously Elena's my friend, I love her. But when they first announced the new skill and Elena was like all excited about it, I wasn't excited at all. I didn't vote yes. I didn't want sailing. I was not keen on it at all. I was kind of dreading it coming out, to be honest with you. I wasn't vocal about it. Like when people would come in, and I wouldn't be like negative outwardly for the most part. Like I wouldn't be excited outwardly, but I wasn't, bashing it on Twitter sort of thing. But yeah, I wasn't looking forward to it. But then after a while, I think it's because I don't like change at all. And it overwhelms me a bit. So I was like, oh, I just know that it's just going to be a whole overwhelming week. And it kind of was, to be honest. But to be honest, I have actually enjoyed it much more than I thought I was going to. I didn't like the first day. The port tasks from level 1 to 30 were dreadful.
Torture.
And I believe that was probably the worst introduction to the skill that they could have given us. For a new player, or for someone that's coming back to the game to try out sailing after 5 years of not playing, for example, which a lot of people would, they're gonna play that for an hour and be like, oh, this is boring. It wasn't engaging. It was just Uber. I did not like the first 30 levels, but the trials I have loved. Salvaging I like. It feels very old school salvaging in a weird way. Like, obviously the XP is not very old school, but just like, I like what they've done with it. I like the idea of it. The trials I like a lot. I do think that, I mean, I had high expectations because everyone was saying, oh yeah, it's going to be the new Sepulchre, and I am a Sepulchre lover. I am very much a big fan of Sepulchre, but it doesn't feel quite like Sepulchre, but I do understand where they're coming from when they say that. It does feel a bit more like jankier, if that makes sense. Like, not jankier, it just feels harder to move. And, I think since Sailing come out, the stability of the worlds has been a bit bad, which probably isn't helping how it feels. Whereas Sepulchre's very smooth and rhythmic, if that makes sense, kind of. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Whereas this doesn't feel... Yeah.
You just don't get that pinpoint accuracy that you do with Sepulchre. Like Sepulchre is very, very precise. You're clicking on this very individual tile and you can count the ticks of when you're arriving there. With a boat, it's like there's no grids. It's just very hard to intuit it at first.
And it's very new, right? We're not used to boats. So I guess maybe, after a while it might get to that stage, but definitely do not feel like that for me at the moment. But I do enjoy the trials. I think they are fun. They're probably my favourite way to train. But that's all I've really done. I've not done any port tasks since, which I am probably going to try now because of the XP.
Isn't that
but yeah,
sad,
salvaging
though?
And
like the port tasks left such a bad taste in my mouth. I never want to touch them again.
No,
because of how
same.
bad
But
they were at first.
Yeah, they were horrible. And everyone's saying, yeah, but it's good XP now. But in my mind, I think because I'm max, I was max, all I can think about is getting my cape back. I haven't looked at anything else in sailing. All I want to do is salvage when I'm AFK because it's good XP, or was. And trials when I actually want to focus on the game, because that's the best XP. I'm not even looking at anything else yet. Once I get my max cape back, I can then explore, if that makes sense. But I haven't fully engaged with this skill yet.
Yeah. How has it been, by the way, without a max cape? Because I know that was one of the sort of issues I took with when they were originally saying sailing. I think this honestly came from just one comment that Madalena said, that she even just said like, oh, I wasn't really sure. I was just throwing out a number. She said like 100K an hour tops is what we were kind of like looking at for sailing. And that like concerned me and a lot of other people when I had her on the cast, but it was very clear that that was not actually the case. But I just remember thinking like, people are not going to be really loving sailing if they're already maxed, because their whole intention is just going to be to remax. So they're not even going to just enjoy it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
And I mean, to be honest, I said as soon as it was announced that it was coming out in November, I said, I'm not touching the game until I'm 99. And I haven't. The only thing that I've done on RuneScape since sailing came out is either sailing or Birdhouse Run for eggs. That's it. And rake and miscellanea. That's it. I'll do that in the morning and I'll go and do sailing for the rest of the day. I've not touched anything else since it came out.
I'm impressed you stick with miscellanea. That is impossible for me to upkeep. It's so hard, even as an iron. I always forget.
Really? Yeah. I have a thing where I love doing dailies. I'm a bit of a weirdo. I'll get up in the morning, I'll have a coffee, and I'm like, okay, Birdhouse Run, and I'm going to rake. It's like a routine. Mm-hmm. It's nice.
You got to find the routine, and you got to like really lean into it, because that's what I saw with this new Ironman. Like on Sae Bae, I completely burned out of like herb runs and stuff because I was just loaded with herbs and stuff because of raids and whatnot. So it was so easy to fall out of the habit. And then with this account, because I basically set myself, I was like, I am just going to be very, very consistent with farming. I want to get like my herb lore high as soon as possible. I ended up just getting into a flow state with it where it was just so easy for me to wake up, do my herb runs, do my birdhouse, do my trees and everything. So it's really just how you set your mind to it. That's what it's felt like for me. So that's good for you, though. I've upkept it all this time, even post max. That's crazy.
It's only because I want the chicken outfit.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's all about the chicken, right?
Yeah. I want them clogs, and it's just like stream content to open the eggs.
Yeah.
Or like sacrifice the eggs or whatever. But it's funny that you've got a new iron, because the last time I spoke to you was very much, I'm a one account man and I'm not making a new one. And now you've got a new one.
Yeah, it was so weird because like, this will kind of blend into the question of like burning out on streaming and whatever else. And I definitely want to hear your story with all that. But that was kind of happening to me around, I mean, it was kind of happening to me ever, I think it was honestly Toa release. Toa release was the start of just this kind of burnout that I never really experienced pre-Toa. It was just like this kind of exhaustion of playing and just having all this new stuff come out. And then CAs were just taking a toll on me. I'm like, this is just, everything feels like a chore these days. It doesn't feel like I'm choosing my grinds. It feels like they're just being placed in front of me and I have to do it, sort of. There was a lot of other reasons too, just like the grinds getting really long, and then sort of just the, like the aware meme where you're just like very aware of how much time you've sunk into this game and like how much time there is to continue to sink into the game. And it was just like, oh fuck, like, am I really just going to play this account forever and just grind third age? Or just like, it just felt, I would just have moments where I never had those moments before. I think maybe it was just, I was younger and I just didn't care as much. I remember having more and more aware moments and I'm like, God damn it. Like I am burning out. And so I think it was right before Big Dogs. That was like the group I did with No Monkey, Tasty, T Papa, and Jesse. I was like, I definitely needed like some sort of change up. Like, this is bad. And then as soon as I did Big Dogs, there was a part of me, probably similarly to how you felt about Sailing launch, where just this kind of overwhelming feeling of like, everything's new. I'm not used to this. It's not going to be the game I'm used to logging in. I kind of was getting that dread of like, oh no, I have to like play a brand new account and I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, and questing. Like when people say the name of a quest, I don't even know what it is because it's just been a year since I've done it. Like when they said what Eyes of Gluffery, I'm like, what the hell is that? Like, I don't remember. And so I just felt so newbie, but doing it, I just loved it. I absolutely loved it. And then as soon as Big Dogs came to like a crashing halt, I was like, I am not ready to go back to Sae Bae, like at all. And I didn't want to do a hardcore because basically what hardcore means is you eventually die and then get depressed about it and then either continue or remake. And I was like, I am not dealing with that. I'm just going to make a new iron. I'm going to accept the consequences of being asked a million times. Like, why are you starting just a normal iron again? And I'm just going to do it. And I have loved every bit of it. And there's not been a single part of me that's like, you should go back over to Sae Bae. I just haven't cared. And it's, even though I'm just repeating things, like, it's so fun.
Did you not think about doing a UIM?
No. Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair. I would never either.
Yeah, that's like something in the deep back pocket. Like if everything else just fails, like fine, I'll pull this last like lifeline, see what it does.
Yeah. No, it's good that you've done that. I've been playing my iron as well. I've had like a little baby iron for like 3-4 years, but I've just never played it. And well, I started playing it again, but I'm just, again, very newbie. I haven't done early game for such a long time. I mean, I was on... Do you know that? Did you watch that Gillinor Games spin-off with RuneScape? It was like a one-off episode of the WoW players.
Oh, I remember it, but I can't remember if I watched the whole thing or not, or even if I watched.
Right, so it was a good. So I was on that, right, and there was like this hide and seek that Soup did, and it was like for the waterfall quest, and everyone after, and I couldn't find it. I didn't know where it was. My early game knowledge is so bad because I've been end game on my main for years now. I haven't done waterfall quest for God knows how long. And everyone was going, Megan, how do you not know that? Did you buy your account? And I said, no, I didn't buy my account. I just forgot what it looked like inside of the waterfall quest. I've never been good at hide and seek anyway. But I realised on that, doing that little Gillinor Games spin-off, that I know nothing about early game anymore. Because when I started my main, I didn't do any of the stuff that normal people do. Like I killed hill giants until I was like level 80, maybe moss giants. Like I didn't do anything efficiently. Like I was just vibing.
Yeah.
So I don't remember anything. And all the quests that I did, I was like, I had my iPad with RuneScape on it. I had my mobile phone with Slayer music video. And I was just doing it so scuffed. Like I can't remember any of them quests.
Yeah.
So I wanted to start an iron. So yeah, that's why I've been doing that lately.
That is so funny. Like that's exactly me. Like I was zoomed. Like I was so newbie playing on Sae Bae. Like that was really. It was technically my second kind of playthrough of an iron, but my first iron. That was the one that was a hardcore. I got banned for auto clicking out. This is like 2017
Yeah, I remember
or something.
this story.
Yeah, you know it. But I made this account and I just kind of zipped through. I was pretty newbie, but I was trying to be efficient. But then I just hit endgame, and I'm not like a viewer of like Foes or Roydy that's always in there watching their remakes and Alfie's remake and just like taking it all in. I just don't. I was so much more into the high level scene of like what people are doing, grinding hard and like doing raids and all this other things and like collection logging. I did not care about people's new accounts at all. And
neither did I.
Yeah, so I just like never watched it. I feel like if I consumed enough of it, if I just watched people's series, I'd be like, oh yeah, like that's that quest. Like, oh, that's an interesting strat for this. And I never played Leagues, so like I know Leagues is not the main game, but like a lot of the time you're having to do like early level stuff, and like people have like Solo Mission. I think of him, and I'm like, dude, you have this endless like bank of knowledge of early game and stuff, of just strategies that you can take advantage of. Same with Foe. Like Foe knows the ins and outs of early game, and I was never that. And even now, after playing Big Dogs and after playing this account, I still feel like if I made a new account, I would not be efficient with it. One, I don't want to be efficient with it. I just want to I just want to play the game. I just want to
enjoy
have fun.
It. Yeah.
So
yeah. I mean, those people that you've spoken about with Solo Mission, he's made over 200 accounts in his life, more probably.
Oh my God.
God knows how many I would like to know how many accounts Solo Mission has made and gone through the early game with for a video. That's how they have all of this knowledge. Whereas me and like you and I, we both have played end game, one account, And that's been our content. Like, it's quite different. Like, my content was always Tob. Yours was always like clues and like Ironman stuff, endgame Ironman CAs and stuff. Not really like early game Ironman. It is very different, very different. But I'm now playing an early game Ironman. I'm currently at the Gem Crab. Do not kill me.
Hell yeah.
I know that's quite controversial.
What is your account name?
Bunny.
It's just Bunny?
No. BUNNI and then space X.
Oh, okay.
I do have the name just Megan on my main though. Quite happy with that.
Okay, 1,200 total. It's a very well-rounded account right now. This is looking very good.
Sailing.
Yeah. See, that's the exciting thing about sailing right now is like I feel like on my account it's pretty stocked. I mean, it was like 2170 or whatever total when sailing dropped, and so it had like a really, really good foundation to it. It had a bunch of supplies already ready to build all the ships. It had the construction level for all the ship parts, and I felt like in a really good position. But it is interesting because now if you start a new account or a relatively new account like you have, getting into sailing, like how far do you get before you just take a break from it? Because you're going to get to a point where like you don't have the construction level for something, or you don't have all the rune bars or addy bars for making like an upgrade. So I actually like that about sailing. I like that you can't just make a new account and rush 99 sailing. I mean, you could, it wouldn't be really rushing it. It would just be like salvaging at some lower level spot all the way, which just sounds horrible.
God. Yeah, especially today.
But I don't know. That is interesting. How are you going to go about it? Like, are you motivated on that account right now? Or are you still kind of playing your main and are mostly playing that one?
I think at the because of sailing, it's kind of not ruined things, but just before sailing, I was getting to a point where I was just trying to do like masters on my main, and then while I'm AFK in the main, like at Arachnis or something, which by the way, I don't know how much KC you have there, but I know you have a lot.
Yeah.
I've got a disgusting amount of KC now.
What is it? I need to know.
Horrible.
I'm going to look you up, actually.
Oh, God. 21k or just over.
God damn. See, look at us. We're so similar. Like, I think I killed it. Let me actually look up me. 20. I was expecting you to say like 8k or something. 21k. Yeah, I'm at 31k.
Do you know what's funny? I used to watch your streams, Sae Bae, all the time and be like, wow, he has so much Arachnis KC. And every time he gets an elite, he gets so excited. I never understood it. I was like, what? Why is he so excited? But now, if I get an elite, I have a little plug-in from I'm a Drum that goes, ooh, clue scroll every time I get a clue. And every time I hear that, I'm like, yay, I got an elite clue. I get so excited. So, yeah, the thing is with Arachnis, the Urania boots have made it so nice. You don't even need the Ring of Stone anymore. Is it the Ring of Stone?
Yeah.
Yeah, that you had to click. Wait, was that bug abuse?
It's actually so funny, the sort of evolution of Arachnis, because it was, I'm trying to think. At first, people would just kill it, and they wouldn't bring anything special. They would just kind of tank the hits and stuff, and people would just kind of run around the room, and it wasn't... And there was a way to be really efficient where you're always by the corners of the boss. And there was a certain spawn point where you should stand in order to like maximize the potential to like squeeze in a few more ticks, basically, of like hits. And then there came the next evolution, which was like bringing a crystal halberd. We didn't have a noxious halberd at the time. So you brought a crystal halberd. So like in certain situations, every like 4-ish attacks, it depended on how slow your main weapon was. So if it was 5 tick, it would be like every 5 rotations of Arachnis. You'd be able to get like an extra hit off with your Hallie, which is really like unique, and it was worth bringing. And then the Ring of Stone tech appeared out of nowhere, which Port Khazard had been abusing for years because him and a few others just knew about it. It just never became like wide known or like well known to the rest of the community. And that changed. And then I was like, oh my God, like this is game breaking. And I'd already done so many kills of Arachnis, but I enjoyed Ring of Stone. I even made a video like I think this is a good thing for the game. Like it felt good because you still need to interact. You still need to know the timing of things, but it just makes things feel a little bit smoother, and you don't need to prayer flick, and you just save more ticks. And then Aranea boots came out, and I swear the blog post said something like, it's only, I think there was some wording that Arcane put in there that was like, there's a percentage chance of you getting unstuck from a web or something like that. But it's just full on, just run whenever you want. Like it's just, the webs mean nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even look at the monitor. I literally prayer regeneration, and then that's it.
And
Arania boots, Scythe, and Blood Fury. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, you just chill there. You just full chill.
It's ridiculous. So OP.
Yeah, and the thing is like, oh, and what's funny, on this account, I had been waiting for Saractus, so I had like maybe 2,500 unfinished Snapdragon potions in my bank, just waiting for the red spider eggs.
Nice.
And I was like, okay, as soon as I get Aranea boots, I am going to Saractus. I'm just going to camp it. I think I got 3 egg sacs, and then I got the pet.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, just like immediately got the pet. I'm like, oh my God. Like, are you kidding? Like, because then I just don't want to continue doing it, because like I just spooned the pet. I think I got it at like 80.
Yeah.
So,
it is still so worth it though, especially for your little clues as well. Do you know what I actually loved so much though, was doing Shades of Morton, like tick manipulating. But since the Arania boots came out, I don't like it's obviously slower, but I can literally full AFK, and it just feels so much nicer.
Yeah.
So I don't really do Shades anymore, and like obviously, Callisto as well.
Yeah. Have you ever done Callisto on stream?
Or is that like no, but I used to. Yeah, I used to do like the 10 mans with like Domus and Marnie and those lot.
Yeah. It had to be private, right? Like can't tell anybody.
Yeah, it was very exclusive. You couldn't tell anyone where you were going. But then apparently Rock just kept on like ragging them, and then they stopped it. I don't know. But yeah, I've not been to Callisto for a while.
Yeah, Callisto was another one of those things where like as soon as you break down the math, I think it was it Lone? I think I had Lone Jim Rat and Scott on the episode, and that's when we were talking about it. It was like at peak when they were doing it, because this is after I had like burned out of Sae Bae, and I wasn't caring about the clue ranks and stuff anymore. But when they said it was, you click literally one time on the boss, it dies in 2 seconds, and then you get, I think they said 7.5 mil GP per hour. Just complete, and like you didn't even need anything crazy. Like, so for example, you could have a 9-man team out there and bring your shitty iron that has like 40 ranged and just hit like one number on it, and you still get like the base loot.
Yeah. And the base loot for irons is crazy.
Oh yeah.
Like it's so good.
It's insane. And I was just
probably
like,
gonna do that on mine.
Yeah, like you feel this obligation to do it. And like I just remember I think there is a certain feeling I get when I'm not the one abusing something and I'm just witnessing the abuse happening. And it makes me like kind of depressed about the game, kind of like, it's just sort of like, this is so broken and it just doesn't feel right. But if I'm, again, like if I'm the one participating in it, I'm like, this is great. Like, you know, if I'm going the hardest, it feels good. It's always that selfishness in the game where it's easy to like flame people for abusing something, but as soon as you're the one abusing it, it's like, nah, you got to defend it till the end of time. And I think that was
it's just a very selfish thing that we have in us as humans, isn't it? But I do think with the Callisto situation, it's crazy because the loot is like divided by 10, right? So like the pet chance is divided by 10, depending if you've got 10 people. It's divided by 10, the pet, the loot, but the clues aren't. The clues are not. So you can do such quick kills and it's still 1 in whatever it is, 1 in 47 or something. Yeah. It's crazy. It's actually crazy.
Yeah, especially and what I think the harmful thing about it is like something like Shades of Morton, where it does take a lot of effort and you're getting really good clues for out. And then you have like Saractus and Callisto, that's just total brain dead. Saractus especially, even though it's, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, I think Callisto's actually faster if you can maintain a 10-man over Shades, right?
I think so. Yeah, it is.
But
then you've got to factor in dying and people just ragging you and just
and then getting a team and everything. Yeah.
Yeah, people want to leave, and then you've only got 6 people because 4 people have left, and you can't get a fill. There's definitely like factors, but I do think Shades of Morton, like I got very addicted to it. I done a lot of Shades of Morton, like a year or so ago, but now I don't even want to touch it. I just find it so boring now. But I used to love just getting into a rhythm with it and just watching a film or something on the side. It's quite nice to do, but it hurts your hand a bit
Yeah.
after doing it for a while.
That is so funny. I remember being jealous because as an Ironman, you really can't abuse Shades of Morton because you just can't buy all the shades. You just have to actually kill them manually, and just way slower. But I remember being very jealous. I'm like, God damn it! I wish I could do that because it looked chill.
It is. It's a nice little activity, but I do think that there needs to be. Oh, I don't know if this is controversial or not, but I do think that something new, like a new best way to get elite clues, needs to come in. Because Callisto 10-mans, no, like that shouldn't really be that OP, but I'm not complaining. Shades of Morton, you know, it's, I don't know, a nice new boss. Or maybe like a new raid or something to do with sailing. Like, why do we not get elites with sailing?
Yeah, like Barracuda does. Okay, I've done a little bit of Barracuda trials. Isn't it just wait? Is there clues from those?
No, I've not had one clue from sailing at all.
That's great. Okay, I know you can get up to hard clues with the merchant salvaging. I think it's a 1 in 500 for hard clues, but you can't get elites, I don't think. And is Barracuda trials just XP? Is there anything?
Yeah, you don't get loot.
Okay. Because that would be nice. A perfect position to have clues. Because if you're getting no loot, like at least some cool clues would be nice. And honestly, they could have shat out clues because nobody would even be pausing to do their clues because everyone that's grinding the hell out of it is just focused on sailing XP. So that would have actually been a great spot to like, I think it sort of like post 99 race for most sane people. After that, it's like, dude, just do Barracuda trials, stack up 5 elites, and then go do like 5 masters. Like I think that would have been wonderful.
And you can't abuse the dropping a clue on the ground for an hour on the boat because it's an instance, right? So you can't even do that. So it would have been perfect. Also, I think the Marlin Gwyneth whatever trial, 6 minutes long. Come on, give us an elite clue once every 50 at least. Like that would be nice.
Yeah, I mean,
just
I think,
a little something, I
think like Sepulcher. I remember when they were first proposing elites from Sepulcher, they said that I think it was going to be like a 1 in 12 from the final chest and a 1 in like 30 from the other chests. And then with the elite CAs like implemented, it would have been as long as you're looting all of floor 5. It was like every 6 runs you're getting an elite clue, which was crazy because every run with looting was only like 7.5 minutes or like 7 minutes.
Yeah.
But then everyone started freaking out, so they basically halved it. So now, or I guess doubled it, which is now, halved it. What am I trying to say? So now it's every like 12 laps you do. So like Barracuda trials being a 6-minute run, they easily, honestly could have made it a 1 in 10. Like they actually could have done that and it would have been fair because again, like who's going to stop anyway? But if you wanted to go for Bloodhound and you wanted to get sailing, that would be a really cool way to do it. Like that's a missed opportunity.
I do think that they kind of have clues as like a second afterthought with new content. Like even with Yammer, I don't think they added clues to the drop table until like a week later or something. And Doom as well. Like so the first day, the second day, the third day, you're doing so much KC and you've missed out on all of those clues. It doesn't affect most people because a lot of people don't really care about clues. But for me, it would be nice to get a clue now and then. I don't know why they don't just add it to the drop table at the start. I don't know if they're trying to like see how to balance it properly or like try and get an idea first. And I don't know, but
I honestly think it
does feel like an afterthought.
Yeah, it's a total afterthought. All the clue things are so whack. Like all the rates are just out of control or just like super, super rare for no reason.
Yeah.
So I want to kind of take a detour and talk about, so as I was saying, the burnout that I've experienced and even the streaming burnout that I had just recently experienced, sort of getting myself back into the flow of things. And honestly feeling like this morning's stream went just so well. I just loved it. And that was something I was missing for you. When you stream so much, it feels like there's this, it doesn't happen to everybody, but I think I'm naturally more anxious. And so I became very much like every time I press the go live button, I'd just get so anxious about like, I don't know, like just trying to provide what the audience expects of me, kind of, even though what they're expecting does it they're not even expecting. It's what I imagine they're expecting of me. And it's just like, what the hell? Yeah. And I just get so anxious that eventually it would just wear me down like big time. And it's like such a first world problem. That's just like, God damn it. Like, I hate that. Like, I hate that even talking about it is just like, dude, just grow up, just press go live, play RuneScape. But I think it's just the amount of time you do it. It's just, you can kind of, it's just a mental game where like you can stress yourself out needlessly. And you need to take a break and reevaluate how you're going about it. So what was it for you? And actually, how long ago was it when you did take a big break?
Oh, God. So I started streaming 5 years ago nearly. Like my anniversary is on New Year's Eve, 5 years. So just about 5 years ago. And I streamed, so I worked full time for the first 3 years and I streamed near enough full time as well. And with that, I just sort of neglected a lot of IRL, which is really bad. Like family, friends, like I, lost a few friendships from it because people just thought that, I'm just always working or something like that. Always playing the game. Normies, like a lot of my friends are normies. I don't really have many, like IRL friends, I mean, from school. They don't really understand. So obviously it's a bit harder. In regards to why I took a break, without going like too deep or getting too like depressive, I had like probably the worst, if not the worst, one of the worst years of my life last year. And like the sort of things that was happening was stuff that made me sort of take a step back and think, okay, what the hell? Can I swear?
Yeah.
What the hell? I'll just say hell for now.
For now.
What the hell am I doing with my life? Yeah. And I just had a bit of like an existential crisis. I don't even know if that's the right term.
Yeah.
Like a midlife crisis. I don't know. I just thought, what am I doing with my life right now? I've not got a husband. Like I want kids in the future. I just felt like I was spending all of my life playing RuneScape, and even like when they send you like, oh, you've spent this much time on the game this year, like the Wrapped at the end of the year. Oh, I didn't want to see it. I just had a whole meltdown, and everything that was happening in my life, I was just like, okay, I just want stability. And where I was going through a lot in real life, it was kind of affecting my stream, which was then where I saw like, things going down on stream sort of thing, like numbers. I know you shouldn't look at the numbers, but then it's like a vicious cycle. Then it was affecting me more, which then affected my stream more, which then I streamed less. And then it was just a whole burnout. And I was like, right, I just need to get a stable job, become a normie again, still play. But I just needed to, and initially it was only supposed to be like a week or two off. And then I just never came back. I know that's bad, but I just couldn't. I just didn't want to. And I kind of told myself, like, when you just have like a little bit of closure, I was like, right, I'm so happy with what I've had. Like, I've had such a good run. I've met so many amazing people from all different places of the world. Like, the RuneScape community is amazing, and I'm so grateful for it. But I just needed to move on in that moment. And then I ended up missing it and come back. And then this year has been like completely opposite. Amazing year. Like, probably one of the best years I've had in a long, long, long time. So yeah, I don't know. It's all a bit weird, really. So I had like a 7-month break, and then I came back. And when I did come back, I just felt like I fell in love with it again. I don't know why or how. I think the appreciation was there. I don't know. I'm not sure, really. It was all a bit of a whirlwind. But I am very glad that I'm back now.
I think that's like a very accurate word, just the appreciation of it. Because man, like I think the first few years I was streaming, I just remember it kind of was like do or die. Like if I needed this to work, because if it didn't, that means I'd have to go back to my shitty jobs. And I was not working great jobs, didn't know what I was doing in school. And I think that it was just always this fire in me to like just keep going. Like even if it's not going well, like just this is a dream compared to anything you've experienced before. Because I was working at like a metal factory, and I worked at a Target distribution center and a Dollar Tree, and it was just hell. Like it was just, I'm never paid for what I'm worth, seemingly. Like I would just be, it just felt like awful. Like I never felt like I was really worth anything to like a company that I was working for, like anything. It was just like I was very much replaceable, and I hated the actual work. They don't treat you great. It's kind of just like they can treat you however to get the work done. Because like at Target, for example, which is massive multi-billion-dollar company, and they know that they can just kind of get anybody to work for them. And like, man, the amount of stress they put on your body, like lifting boxes and like having all these strict rules about like box placement and all these things, like you are treated as like a machine. Like just go do your job and stop talking. Like,
yeah,
it was horrible. Like, it was a horrible experience. And yeah, I just remember feeling so fucking grateful that like everything in my life led me to a position where I could stream and not be living with my parents, for example, and like I was living with my brother at the time. And so I think just all that appreciation, it went so far. And then I think I just started getting more comfortable with things and forgetting, like taking things for granted more. And I think I think that was the recognition I had after all the burnout. I think the burnout of just being very, very used to what I was doing and not appreciating it as much led to it. But yeah, I think with you, probably very similar, just kind of getting back into it. But for me, it's been a very slow getting back into it. Like I don't want to set myself any crazy expectations. I just want to enjoy myself. Like that's like the number one thing. Like I'm very fucking lucky. We both are very lucky to just be able to have the luxury of being able to enjoy our work, you know? And I think, yeah. And I think it's good that you took a break. I think it's good I took a break.
Oh God, when you need it, you need it. You need it, and that's it. I needed that break so badly from just non-stop working, streaming. And I hated my job. So it was like depression all day, then stream, and then I'd be like putting pressure on myself, like you said. I needed that break so badly. And when I came back, because I did get a new job in the break, and I ended up hating that. Like I'd leave every day crying, and I'm not someone who cries often. Like it was bad. And in the end I was like, do you know what, I miss having like a community that, like, my community stayed obviously very active, even because I played RuneScape every day anyway, regardless. I just didn't stream. So we stayed very active anyway. I just love the fact that they're always there for me. I know that, like, even if I did go live again, at that time I didn't know if I was going to do it, there'd be like my core community would be there, and that was all I cared about. Obviously you're very nervous to go live again after not being live for ages and sort of abandoning everyone. But once I did, it was just like full steam ahead for me. I planned a massive master opening stream. I got drunk, and it was like a really fun stream. And I was like, yeah, I'm never leaving again. It was so nice. It was just, and honestly, streaming just makes my evenings feel so much nicer. Like, yes, I still want to get married and have kids. Obviously, that would be nice. But it's nice to have my, like, when I wasn't streaming and I had my break, I was just sitting here playing RuneScape, watching Netflix anyway. So now I'm streaming, I'm like, you know, it's just nice. It's good vibes. It's happy. It's really good. And I'm full-time now as well, which is amazing. Yeah.
That's like
I came back full-time, and yeah, crazy.
It's crazy how supportive the OSR's community is. Like,
oh my God.
I mean, even just like, because I always thought, for me, it always felt like streaming was the essential part. And then everything else kind of, if I wanted to do YouTube or whatever else, podcasting, like that was kind of just going to be like a separate thing where maybe I could make a little bit of money and help support myself. But it's crazy how like how large the OSR's community is, how like generous they are, but on top of it, just like they're old and responsible. Like they're adults. Like we don't have a community of children.
We're not.
Like we are so blessed to have a community of like the whole game is basically entering their 30s, and it's just great. It's a great time to be able to have people like where if somebody supports you, you could basically be rest assured like they are not stealing their parents' credit card to support you. Like it's just like they're a free adult that is probably making good money and they can support you and they want to, you know. And the same thing goes with like the podcast. Like I am shocked so often with how much people like will listen to my podcast. I just think I have so much imposter syndrome with this kind of thing. I'm like, I'm just talking with people about RuneScape. I don't know where it's going to go most of the time. And now I have like people supporting it monthly and stuff. And it's just like a wonderful, wonderful thing that I remember on Thanksgiving, American Thanksgiving just last week. And I just remembered like kind of thinking about all the things I'm grateful for. And like the OSR's community like is one of the biggest things that I'm one of the biggest reasons for like my gratitude, and I'm just so freaking grateful for like the game and the community, and I'm so freaking happy that I got into like being a content creator in this game. I'm no like huge creator like Settled or Solo Mission or any one of those guys, but it's cool that there is enough space for even sort of like the smaller mid-sized creators to like be able to do it full time.
100%. And even you saying like people have their own money, you know, they're very generous. It's like, even if it is £5 a month, it's still a lot of money in the grand scheme of things, especially if they're subbing to a few people every month. Like it adds up, especially in this economy as well. So it is just insane when you think about it. Like they've chosen to subscribe to you. I just find it insane still to this day. But yeah, I can't find the words for it. It's a bit weird and crazy and wild.
A total freaking blessing to be able to do it. So I guess to sort of wrap up on this point, like what is it now going forward with streaming that will help you to like remember like or like recognize the gratitude or the appreciation for what you're doing? Do you have like more, I don't know, ways to sort of navigate when things might get a little bit tougher or something? Like how I think a lot of it really does end up just being appreciation, but like for you, have you figured out a way to make it easier for yourself, or just like taking little breaks here and there if you feel the stress? Like what are your plans?
To be honest, I think a lot of me being happier now is the fact that I don't have that full-time job that I hated, because I'd work all day, be absolutely miserable, and then stream. And then that would just negatively affect, I guess, the rest of my mood, and then things would just pile on. Whereas now I'm a full-time streamer, so I'm either chatting in Discord, like we'll do community nights or something, like I'm always talking with my community, like we're hanging out. Like today we watched Harry Potter. We've been watching like the marathon, like just doing things with them. Like I see my community as my friends, like, and they just make me very happy. I don't see it as anything. I don't even see it as a job. Like, I don't know. I just enjoy it so much. I think there's definitely times where I'm like putting too much pressure on myself to stream, and I promised myself when I came back to streaming that if I don't want to go live, I won't. And there has been times where I've sort of gone back on that promise, but you know, you put too much pressure on yourself and you think, oh no, I have to stream because, you know, you have to be consistent for it to be successful. That's what you're always told as a streamer, isn't it? But I think having those breaks make you happier, and then you can bring your happier version of yourself to the stream, which will just be more successful anyway, because people want to see you happy.
Yeah.
So I know that sounds really cringe, but this is true.
No, it's totally true. For you, have you ever, because I know with many streamers, not myself, but there's a lot of streamers that almost wish they could play like other games and stuff, and be able to like still have a community backing them. But it ends up being like I can only do this once every little bit, or else, and my viewers plummet like 50%. Like, are you very much OSRS pilled, or is there a part of you that like kind of wishes you could explore other games and stuff, or do you? Like
No, so
yeah.
I've always been an OSRS girl, and I have
yeah.
recently this year I've started playing. So a few of my community will like every month we'll do like a different game, like not a RuneScape game. We'll get in voice chat and we'll play it. So I have explored quite a few other co-op games which I've really loved, like Among Us and just like silly little games like that I love. But we'll play it once and then it's done. I downloaded Battlefield 6. I'm really bad at it because I've never played an FPS game really before. My teammates will always hate me, but I like it. But I would never think, oh, I want to stream this. I'm very much. I don't think I've ever burnt out of RuneScape. Like even in my 8-month streaming break, I played RuneScape still the same amount every day, like at least 10 hours a day. Like it's I don't know if I'll ever get burnt of this game.
Yeah.
Quite worrying.
No, that is the best. It's so funny because like no matter what, it's gonna be a curse one way or the other. Where it's like this is concerning to be this in love with the game. Like I'm with you, because like even though I've had burnouts, I think most of the burnout was in like connection with my stream. Like it was stress. Yeah, it was the stress of like because I don't think I would have stressed at all. I think I would have actually enjoyed the game more. Like when I said the Toa burnout, for example, like I felt the stress because I felt this obligation to like grind the new raid, and I just didn't want to. Like I just wanted to enjoy myself and that stressed the fuck out of me. And it was the same thing with sailing. Like I feel like I failed to mention, but like with sailing, when you were saying the sort of stress of like the dread of it coming out, like God damn it, like something new that's going to be hard to learn, and there's going to be so much chaos, just like, oh God.
It was very chaotic
in
the first week.
I feel those same things. I feel like the only update that's ever dropped where I've actually been excited to like stream. I always get so fucking anxious whenever it comes to any day one release of anything on stream. I just hate it. I just get so stressed, and I'm such a slow learner with things too. So like
I am as well.
I feel so dumb when I'm doing anything new. I'm just like, people are gonna see how bad I really am at this game, and it's just embarrassing. But
I don't even stream new releases. I'm like, no,
I just won't.
I refuse.
Completely. I'm totally with you.
Yeah.
But it is funny because I think the only one was Fasani's Nightmare release, because I was like the one guy where like people were like looking forward to me going back for the mace hunt.
I remember this.
Yeah.
I remember your mace hunt. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that was when we first ever met, and you was like, I think you might have either just got it or you was still going for it.
I think it was. Yeah, it must have been
very dry.
I think it was before, because I'm even trying to remember when. I'm trying to think. Like I think I met you from your stream first, if I recall correctly.
Maybe. I think maybe my first Sae Bae cast, you just got the mace then. I think I remember us talking about this, but I don't know. I can't remember.
I think it was
my
2022.
memory is awful.
No, I think you're right. I think it was like a few months prior. Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we spoke about it. Yeah.
It is funny that we both have. I feel like there's a lot of us in the OSR scene that just, the reason we love this game, the people that really, really love RuneScape.
It's the people.
One, it's the people, but two, it's the familiarity of it. It's like the comfort. Like this is a comfort game. You want to log in and know what you're doing, like not feel newbie. Like you've put in the time, you want to understand the game, you want to know exactly what you're about to do, and you want to just get on your grind. If the game is constantly changing and things, it just becomes a stressful experience, kind of like just, oh God.
It's funny that you say that, because I used to be like obsessed with Tob. I don't know if you remember. I used to only stream Tob. I'd be like, oh, no one will watch me if I don't do Tob. So I'd only stream Tob. And I was obsessed. I was addicted, and it was my favorite thing in the world. And then at the beginning of this year, my I think Yammer came out. I think it was Yammer. Yama came out, and then I think something else came out. I don't know. There
Was
was
it
so
Delve?
many new things.
Or
I
or just
think it was
It was
Delve as
probably
well.
just all of Varlamore as well coming out.
Oh my god. So obviously if you're doing Tob like Max F, you've got a very specific inventory, and I don't like change. So if anything changes in that, I was like, oh god, now I've got to get used to that.
Oh,
Knowing where
yeah.
to click, like it's all muscle memory. So I think it was like the double death charge, getting used to that, then the horn, and then the oh god, I don't know. It was just so I just completely retired. I was like, no, not doing Tob anymore. Like I actually refuse. And I just don't like change that much, so I will literally just abandon that, because even though I love Tob, I can't be bothered anymore. It was too overwhelming for me. It was too much change within such a short amount of time. And even going back to sailing, like with the trials, like the level 30 trials, the level 50 trials, and the level 70 trials, I feel like you're learning all these different routes, and then you're going on to the next one, and then you've got to learn that route. And it was just, I feel like the first week was way too chaotic. But now that I'm only doing the last trial, I feel like now I can actually get used to it. I'm actually enjoying it more. So I agree. I think familiarity is definitely what I enjoy anyway. I don't like it when it's changing every day.
Yep.
Not at all.
I'm completely with you, and I think I don't know. It's so funny because you need change, and I think all the changes that have come into this game have been pretty well, like, meticulously spaced out so that it doesn't feel like this super overwhelming thing has come. Because ultimately, like, I think we're in like what I would call the golden age, just where the game really does feel very, very fun, even though I do have some gripes with it. But man, every time anything comes out, I'm like, ugh, the stress of like, And so I think that was one thing I had to sort of relearn. So when it comes to streaming and stuff, I just have to remember, one, that nobody is thinking my thoughts. Like nobody knows me better than I know myself. So like nobody knows like the amount of anxiety that's coming into things. So I don't have to worry that other people like can read my thoughts or something. And on top of that, like, I think the other thing, especially with YouTube, I don't know if you've really delved into YouTube at all, have you?
No, but I have got some ideas, and I just have no idea how to go about it. So maybe in the future,
because I guess
you might see something.
Yes, I would love that, because I think that's when most creators really find a lot of fulfillment in content creation, is when there's kind of like a dual platform thing going on, where you're like, either have stream highlights or just some other little series that's going on. It doesn't even have to be anything crazy. It's just like, even like once a month, like publishing, like if you started like your new Iron, like you could just make a little episode of that. And it's shocking how massive YouTube is compared to Twitch, like how many more people will discover you from that. And I think for me though, as soon as you start publishing in a certain way, there becomes this like audience capture of like, oh, I don't want to like stray too far out of what I've done and stuff. And I just have to keep telling myself, like, just publish things. Like, we're all going to die one day. Like, who cares if like what I do is cringe, or like if I post too much, or like if I do something like, I don't know. I think the overall theme for me is like, just do stuff, like just publish stuff and stop caring so much about like how others think about it, you know? So
I definitely agree. I do have a couple of shorts on YouTube, but to be honest, one of my shorts has 100,000 views.
Oh my God.
371 comments, and they're all negative. Basically people just saying that I bought my cape, and oh, look at her eyes in the video.
God.
Like, they're just basically saying that they can track my eyes to see that I wasn't really playing, which is so stupid because I have 50 KC. Like, if they just looked at my account, they'd know that I'd done it myself, you know.
The fact that that short became so viral, 100,000. I think I have one short that ever passed that, and I've published quite a few shorts. But
that was like my only short, near enough.
That's nuts, because that means if you got that many views, that means you've hit the algorithm of all the fucking noobs and normies that don't even play the game. Like, I'm talking people that just know what it is and are just angry at life Okay, I need to see.
Literally, if you scroll through the comments, I think there's the few positive ones are just from my community just joking around. But every other one is honestly, I don't know where people get their anger from. So I just thought, well, YouTube people hate me, so what's the point? But I do want to, I have delved in a little bit more. Like I've done a few feature videos, like I did with the Escape, and obviously with the GG, with the OSRS channel, like I do kind of want to go into it, but we'll see.
That is,
I might delete the short.
Yeah, no, that is so tilting. Holy shit. This guy's
How
like, yeah,
tilted is that?
she paid for it 59 likes. It's just like,
yeah.
God damn it. Yeah, you hit the algorithm of all the idiots.
Yeah.
But that is.
Yeah.
I mean, but here, like, that is exactly what I'm talking about. Like, it just takes a little bit of criticism where it can just kind of stunt your like inspiration or motivation to continue to post. You know what I mean? And it's like, those people don't fucking matter. Like, you just don't need to listen to it. And it's so hard because we're so wired as humans to like care what people say about us, because almost always until the internet came about, like it was face-to-face confrontations. And it's like, if I'm mad at somebody online, it's the easiest thing to just be an absolute asshole. But if I'm in front of a person confronting them, I will be the most like just sort of generous toward like their side of things. You know, like I will bend over backwards to like try to be polite and kind, even if I'm pissed at them. You know what I mean? And the internet has completely eradicated like that sort of common courtesy between people.
Yeah, even just like humanity in general. Like there's people that just have no, like they don't even see you as a real person. They just see it as like, you're online, you're in public, I can just take the piss. And obviously as a creator, you have thick skin. Like I get all sorts on my stream every day. Like I'm used to it. It doesn't affect me.
Yeah.
But the YouTube, I'm just like, well, if that's the type of people that are on YouTube, they're not going to like me clearly. So what's the point in putting all of this money and effort into it? But I'm going to try and like ignore that and, you know, just try it because it's something that I've wanted to do for a while. And just see what happens, I guess.
Over the years of me on YouTube, like one of the most beautiful settings of YouTube is just the hide user feature, which is just like whenever anybody says something that's just absolutely like ridiculous and just like you're just toxic or like I just never want to see you comment again. You just can hide them and they're shadow banned so they can keep commenting and nobody sees it except for them. And it's just
like they're screaming into the void.
Yeah, it's the most beautiful feature of all time. And honestly, I've been using that for years. And my comments, like I will keep the comments that are criticizing my stuff that like fairly and not being an asshole toward others and myself. Yeah. Because I want the criticism ultimately. But like, man, I have banned easily hundreds of people like over the years. Like, hundreds. I mean, like probably close to 1,000, I would say. No.
Really?
Probably close to like 500 though, I'd say. Genuinely, like in the early days, especially as soon as I had any video that kind of went a little bit more viral than most of them, I would just get this influx of fucking idiots. I'm like, oh my God. Like, it's just like hide. Yeah, I just couldn't do it. And that was a great decision.
Sorry, I just interrupted you.
No, I was just finishing up right there.
I think the internet is such a funny one because on like Twitter even you'll say like you can tweet out something like, oh, I love apples, and someone will go, oh, so you hate oranges. Like that's just an example, but people just have like no rationale. I don't know how to explain it. It's just like everyone wants a fight, and it's like just chill. Like I think a lot of people just play RuneScape. They want to escape from their hard day at work. You know, why do you want to come on and be a dickhead? Like,
yeah.
The normal people don't do that. They just want to have a nice escape. It's the people that are, you know, miserable and they want to sort of make your life miserable.
Yep.
Misery loves company, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And I am inspired by other creators, like on YouTube specifically, of people, of like creators that it really feels like they care about their audience, but they're not constantly engaged in it. So like there's a different culture on Twitch and YouTube. Like Twitch, you are trying to cultivate an audience and a community. Whereas YouTube, doing that feels like a mistake because like there's just too many people on there. It's going to be like impossible to actually really form a community unless it's like some certain like a different outlet like Patreon or a Discord server or something, like where you're funneling the people that actually care and they're going to make the effort to go to a different thing. But if it's just on your YouTube comments, try to fucking form a community on there is just hopeless. And I just think I get inspiration from those creators that do not give a fuck about what their comments are saying and just keep posting and doing what they want to do. And they're not like dissuaded at all. And so I'm like, you know what? I can do that. I definitely have much thicker. I don't have perfectly thick skin, but I have much thicker skin than I used to have like 6 years ago.
Yeah.
So
oh God.
I think it just takes time, but
I agree. I think on Twitch I can take any criticism at all because I'm so used to it. Not in like a, oh, woe is me, but it just happens to everyone. You get criticism on Twitch, you get people being weird, you ban them and that's it. I end up doing like unban request content because I find it funny. It's actually really funny. The sort of wild, insane stuff that people say. But on YouTube, it feels like if I'm just starting out on YouTube and then people are mean, I'll be like, oh no, I'll care more because I'm not used to YouTube. Does that make sense? It's like a new thing. So I don't know. But yeah, I'm sure it'll be fine.
I want to talk a little bit about like Raids 4. Obviously, we don't know exactly what Raids 4 will be. I think there's been a little bit of talk. I don't think Raids 4 is going to be anything sailing related. Like maybe it'll be on an island that requires sailing, but it's not going to like you're not going to like need a boat to like go kill a monster. I doubt it. Maybe that'll be Raids 5. But there's like a couple questions I have for you, just kind of like thought-provoking stuff, nothing like you needed to prepare for or anything. But like one, I'm certain Tob is your favorite raid right now, right?
I don't really raid anymore, but yeah, it's definitely my favorite.
Oh yeah, well it's not anymore because you just like swore it off after all the changes to other gear. Yeah, it's not even Tob change. It's just like some gear change. It's like, nope, I'm out. It's so funny though because like when you do enough raids, it's just like damn, it's just like that burnout of just like ugh.
I ended up I think nearly 2500 KC. I never got a scythe. I never got any good loot. Yeah, I never got a scythe.
That's
and
fucked.
835 of those were hard mode, so you got like less chance for rapier, which means more chance for scythe with hard mode. Like it just Not that I was ever doing it for the money. I just did it for the love of the raid, but that sounds really cringy. I loved the raid. I didn't care if I got money, really, but I was so dry. My log is disgustingly dry.
That is awful. Hopefully, assuming that you do it on your baby iron at some future point, you'll get lucky. Hopefully, like all that cursed RNG will like balance out. Surely.
That would be nice, yeah. The thing is as well with Tob, like the collection log, all of the other items are completely useless. So it just doesn't feel great when you get purple anyway, because it's not the best. But anyway, Raids 4.
Yeah, so just knowing you did prefer Tob over the other raids, like what do you want to see from a Raids 4? And then also just mega rare wise, do you have any just idea of what you would like to see as a Raids 4, or just even like general sort of thing, like either a prayer or like an item or armor or whatever? Have you thought that far ahead at all?
Have they announced that there's going to be Raids for
I think it's
next year?
I think it's coming out next year. I think that's pretty much what they said at the beginning of this year. They're like, whenever that RuneFest was, that in March? Wait, you went to RuneFest, right? Was that March?
I did, and you didn't.
I know. And then you didn't come to Tennessee
TwitchCon.
or TwitchCon or
I know.
Orlando. Fuck.
I know. It was part of the burnout. I was like, I'm not going to America anymore. Too many times.
Yeah. One day. Hopefully next RuneFest. That'd be lovely.
That'd be nice, yeah.
Yeah. But they did, I'm pretty sure they were saying In fact, I think there might even be a roadmap. I'll look it up, but I'm pretty sure they said 2026 fall is what they're planning on sort of for a Raids 4.
Yeah, I think they're working on it now, aren't they, or something like that?
Probably. Although I don't know what they really could be working on that much, just because like they kind of need like blog posts first to kind of like. Well, I'm pretty sure they could kind of lay the groundwork of things, and everyone's gonna vote yes. Like if there's even a vote, it's like it's 100% passing, obviously.
Oh god, yeah,
So
Raids 4. No one's gonna vote no.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't.
In regards to what I want to see. Yeah. Oh yeah, go on.
Oh, I was just gonna say, it looks like here. Oh wait, no, I have like an image popped up. I'll just show you it, but I think this is just 2025. I swear something on here did say that they were gonna look at Raids 4, but maybe that was because Project Xanaris got canceled, which honestly I'm low-key happy about. So
that's controversial because a lot of the content creators were like, no, I want Project Xanaris, which I get it. It's great for content creators, but
can you imagine how much more chaotic things would have been if like 2 months prior to, or even a month prior to sailing a massive new skill, they drop fucking Project Xanaris and starts dividing the community up, and it just
it was a bad idea.
I'm certain that would have crashed and burned anyway because they just didn't have enough content. Like in the future, I could see Project Xanaris being good, but why risk dividing the community when the game is as popular as it is right now, like the most popular it's ever been, plus a new skill coming out? Like that's too much.
It feels very much like the wrong time. Project Xanaris was like you could create your own server sort of thing, right?
Yeah,
like similar to that. That's for the viewers. Yeah, so I do think that it was definitely the wrong time. It's just not a good idea.
Yeah, but
I like the idea of it though. I think it's a good option to have for content.
It sounds cool if it was like fully fleshed out, but you just know when it drops, it's just gonna be kind of bare boned, and it's just gonna be like weird private servery, and just kind of like, what the hell is this? It's just gonna die. It's gonna feel like Dead Man Mode World 3, 4, 5, where it's like a bunch of people play it, and then it's just this dead world that just nobody is participating in. But I know it's not gonna be a world; it's gonna be like a totally separate thing, but still. But so Raids 4 though, apparently I can't find the actual thing for it, but 2026 most likely. What do you want to see from Raids 4? Just the raid itself, and then the mega rare or mega rares or whatever they're going to come out rewards.
It's hard to say because I wouldn't even know what Raids 4 is going to be like, or what it's going to look like, or anything like that. I think I definitely trust the team to do a good job with Raids 4. Like you've got Nox, he's really good. At PVM, like I'm sure the raid is going to be good. The only thing that I don't want to see, and this is probably might be controversial, I'm not sure. I don't like invocations.
What? You don't like choosing between 50 different options every single raid, and then it just completely switches up every time you get a new part? You don't like that? Like what?
No, I don't like it. And also, well, I don't like change, but also, okay, Tower invocations not as bad. I think the invocations are what kind of did burn me out when Toa came out. I hated it. Every raid was different, whereas you can just set it to be the same every time. Colosseum invocations, awful. I don't like those because then you get 3 bad ones and you're like, great, my whole run's ruined now. Thanks a lot. But yeah, I think that is a bit. I don't know if people would agree with that. I don't want to see invocations on it, and I understand why they did it with Toa because they wanted to make it so that people could do it on a level 0 and learn it, like if they're new to raids, if they're new to PVM, and then you could do it up to a high level as well. So I do understand why they've done it because, for example, TOB, you can't just, unless you've got a team that's willing to teach you, you can't kind of just go in there and solo it and like, I mean, I guess now with entry mode you probably can, but I get why they did that. Just it's more accessible for more of the player base. But yeah, I personally don't want to see invocations selfishly because I'm not keen on that. Mega rare wise, I haven't got a clue. Would it be? We've got the T-bow, we've got the scythe. I hope it's not a melee one because I love the scythe and I feel like it's already. I mean, they buffed it, didn't they? But I do feel like it's not got as much love as the T-bow and the shadow. Like people
Shadow
just sort of
especially is
forget
just
about the scythe.
nuts.
Oh god, Shadow's insane.
Yeah.
Shadow is insane.
But we do have all three styles, which that's kind of
Exactly.
the reason I've been asking, because a lot of people, like anybody I've asked, like they don't know. Like I was asking Tasty Life just a couple months ago, and he's like, he has no idea. But because what's so exciting about a shield, for example, or like what's so exciting about like a new prayer? Like I was thinking, you know, we've had piety since the beginning of old school. That's never been upgraded. That's crazy. Like it will have been 13 plus years. And that's assuming they even do come out with a new like melee prayer. But I mean, we were about to get ruinous powers. Luckily that got scrapped. I was happy that got scrapped.
I was happy as well.
Again, because it's just like a lot of just needless chaos sort of. Yeah, and change. Yeah. And it just felt like it wasn't even anything revolutionary. And you can't really make it revolutionary either because it doesn't fit the meta of everything that we've made the meta for. And I could see, honestly, like some crazy level 90 prayer coming out that's like a piety plus or something. I think that would be enough of a mega rare. Although I can't actually, I don't know. The more I think about it, the more I actually can't see that being the mega rare. I can see that me being more like just a prayer scroll that people just end up getting. But that would be a crazy power.
Do you think power creep? Yeah, because I was going to say that's just going to affect the rest of the game and like Do you think that that's a good idea?
It's insane power creep, but I don't know. I think if they do it right and it costs a lot of prayer points to use, which is always like the cost, I think it could be a good thing. Like because right now, I don't even have my prayer things. Isn't piety like 23% strength? 25 defense, 20 accuracy. I'm pretty sure that's it. I don't have my little like infographics on it, but
yeah, I don't have my tooltips on either.
I'm pretty sure it's 23%. But by the way, anybody that plays with tooltips on, Jesus, like how it's so messy. It looks gross.
Yeah.
And you can't even see things because it's like hiding the other prayer. So it's like obviously it goes away as soon as you move your mouse, but like, damn, it's ugly. But yeah, I think. If it's 23%, I could see them pumping it up to like even something just like 28%, like a 5% extra would be very, very nice. Would add max hits to most things. And like seriously, even just like one extra max hit is such a powerful thing. And like it was a scythe, if it has like 3 extra max hits, like that's crazy. Or maybe 4. That's nuts. And the thing is, I actually feel like melee needs the love because it's range and mage. First of all, they already have all the benefit of being able to long range and not get hit and safe spot and all this. Melee is always up in front. You got to take a beating. And I do feel like that. And at the beginning of old school, beginning of time, basically with RuneScape, melee is always super, super, super outclassed the other two styles. And I felt like in a way for good reason, maybe it was a little bit unbalanced, surely, but like I enjoyed the fact that melee was always the go-to. If you wanted to range, you could have the benefit of safe spotting, but it's just going to be slow because you're using an MSB or a RCB. And I don't know. I've always enjoyed when melee just super outclasses things. Not super, but it outclasses. So because you always have that trade-off. Like you have to be in front of the guy and like taking a bunch of damage and stuff. So I think it would be cool to.
I think in regards to the mega rare being like a normal weapon, I don't know if I want that because we have the scythe. I don't want that to be taken away, like and made, not great to have. Like no one wants it anymore. It goes down to 400 mil again. I think the shadows, we don't need anything better than a shadow. That's for sure. T-bow is a nice weapon. Like I like the T-bow. It's iconic. I don't really want a better one of any of those weapons. I don't know if that's just me being a bit like of an old person, but I think can't they just do something like, for example, like how a ZCB is like such a cool spec weapon. I love the ZCB, like something like that, but they can figure out, obviously not a ZCB, but maybe like a new spec weapon or like a new set of armor, or I don't know, something that isn't a weapon, like a normal weapon sort of thing.
Okay, think about this. This was, I think I brought this up with Tasty and maybe a couple others, but you know how nowadays they have 3 different range styles? They got like the light, standard, and heavy ranged.
Yep.
So like blowpipes are light and crossbows, or
Ballista.
crossbows and ballista. Yeah. I would love if they were to come out with a super powerful ballista. This has been an ongoing theory for me ever since DT2 dropped, because DT2, all the bosses drop so many javelin heads and javelins.
Yeah.
And it's
God.
And
can I just
go for it.
Just a little like detour quickly for 1 second. You don't have to reply to this. DT2 drop table is vile. I hate it. The troll bronze arrows, or no, just don't do it. I'd rather have nothing than 10 bronze arrows.
You know what the worst troll is? That I've brought this up. The worst troll drop is when you get like 12 noted bronze chain bodies. Like why?
Yeah.
Like one, like it would be cute if it was just one bronze chain body. Like that would have actually been cute, because it's like, oh, that's fucking funny. Why is it 12 noted ones? Like, this is worthless. It's not even worth like 100 GP, and it's just this noted. Oh god, it's bad.
And then you've got the dragon plate skirts that aren't noted, and then you've got like 7 of those to pick up.
Yep. That was genuinely one of the most tilting things about Duke. Is like, I'm going there, and this is like pre-Duke changes and stuff. Like, I would be fully prepped with all my staminas and my prayer pots. I'd run in there, first drop 7 dragon plate legs. I'm like, You can't pick them up. Me? Yeah, like I would just have to drop my prayer potions and like restart another trip, because I'm picking them up. Like I'm just
it's good alks. Yeah,
but holy shit, how tilting!
Sorry for the detour.
No. This is a detour I love making. I love ranting about like even the ingot system. They just completely. By the way, do you remember?
They're like 200k now.
Yeah, no, they're tied to the price of rune and addy bars, because they made a thing where like. Well, one, they were already dirt cheap and they were just a nuisance for irons, but now they made it so they're absolutely a useless drop. It's just the worst feeling. It's like, ugh. And then, of course, one of the most frustrating things is like, I spooned Lil Viathan on Sae Bae at like 80 something KC. It's always 80 something. And then I never got Duke Pet, and I'm over 8,000 KC. So I have like 18 eyes of the fucking Duke, and they're all worthless. Like they're supposed to be worth like 80 mil or something each if you could actually make the axe. But none of them are tradable unless you actually make the axe. And I'm not going back to Leviathan. Like, I'm just, why would I go back? And so it is the most frustrating thing. And you can't even dump it into Death's Coffer. I mean, you can, but it's like 40K. It's just like,
not worth it.
This is so tilting. Yeah. Why are things untradeable? Like, it's, I don't know.
So I got spooned my first axe, and then I was trying to go for so I've got 3 of the DT2 bosses pets. I haven't got Wisp yet. I spooned all of them. But I've got enough for a second axe, apart from, I think I've got to go back to Duke, even though I've got the pet already, which just feels bad. Like, I don't want to do that.
And
but I do want the axe because it's expensive. Yeah, true. But it's 400 mil, right? Last time I checked.
Probably.
Anyway.
Yeah, let me see, actually. I just assumed 80 mil because I was just like, surely this thing's dropped in price. Yeah, it's only 218 mil now. Oh, that's depressing.
No.
It's because, like, it's good, but it's not great.
It's very niche. It's niche, isn't it? Like, where would you use it? Vardorvis, and I think even it was decent in Tob for, like, people who didn't have a scythe.
Yeah.
I think.
It's pretty much like a... and here's the other problem. It's now competing with the Noxious Halley, which is so good. Like, it's so nice having that extra range. The Noxious Halley is insane. Yeah. I think one of the most frustrating... There's always little frustrations with DT2, but the most tilting is every good drop you get doesn't have a pink beam with a GE value. It's just, here's this untradeable garbage. Go figure out how much it's worth. Like when you get an Ultor vestige, it looks clean on the ground, but imagine how much cleaner it would look if it was just a pink beam beaming down with it. Like, That would feel so much better. And then like I remember getting an Eye of the Duke for the first time years back, and it's just like I didn't even know what it was. I thought it was like some untradeable collection log thing because it's just untradeable drop. Here you go. Like it's just pathetic looking. They need to make it tradable.
Yeah. Do you think if they made the axe pieces tradable, there'd be so many more axes in the game, wouldn't they? I think the price would go down so much more.
There 100% would, but here is the issue. Like what they are doing is because like for example, Sire works out fine. Sire's fine because it's one boss. It takes 3 untradeable components. It's done through a font, so it feels exciting regardless because you're getting. It's not like just drop it on the ground and it doesn't have a beam. Like it just goes straight to your inventory, and then you're killing that one boss for it. You don't have to kill 3 other bosses for the other pieces. Just one boss. It's secluded to there. The problem with DT2 is first of all the drop rates are just wild. Like they're just like a axe piece from Bardorvis is like 1 in 1,080 something, and I'm just like, okay, so this thing you could go 4 times the rate. You're looking at 4,000 kills for a piece of an axe, which is just already wild. But I don't care if the axe is cheaper. I just don't just fucking I understand their concept. Like I definitely get it, but it's just so annoying. It's so annoying not being able to complete something, and then you have pets involved. Like at least what they could have done actually? They could have made it so 2 axe pieces can be turned into 1 axe piece. So, for example, if I had 18 Eyes of the Duke, I could trade in 2 of them for 1 piece that I do want. You know what I mean? Like that. I feel like that would be fair.
I get that. Yeah, that would be fair.
It would retain the value somewhat.
Boss.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I think for you, it must feel bad because as an Iron, if you actually have that issue. I can just buy an axe, so I can still use it. So have you never used the axe before?
No. I mean, I did spoon my first one, luckily, but I did have like 18 additional Eyes of the Duke later.
Yeah.
Luckily, I spooned it though. I've known, I know people that went 4,500 whatever kills for a piece of one. I'm like, holy shit.
And I guess if you've got the Nox Halley, why do they even want to grind for the axe anyway?
Yeah, exactly.
Or, I know there's niches to it, but yeah, it is a bit of a weird one. But I don't know how they'd even go back and change it now. I feel like it's water under the bridge.
Yeah, and if they made every piece tradable now, the axe would crash to like 40 mil probably. Like,
it would be like the Fang.
I'd be okay with that. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so I brought up all that to talk about the crossbow idea. So what if because the DT2 bosses all drop these javelins, and I was thinking raids 4, new heavy ranged mega rare. So it's like a super ballista. Maybe it's even a fast ballista. Maybe it's even like a dual wield ballista. So you hold 1 in each hand or something, or just 1 big one.
Ooh, yeah.
But something that's like 3 tick potentially, and it just shoots out javelins, and it's super, super good for heavy stuff, heavy ranged things. And then, you know what I was thinking? This just actually came to my mind like 5 minutes ago. You know how you can set up a cannon on your boat? What if you could set up a stationary ballista on your boat? And
oh my god!
So it could be kind of like, so there's the sailing, there's the boat version of it that you get from the boss, and there's also like the actual like wieldable one. So the boat one, you would need 2 of them to obviously pimp out, and that becomes a javelin shooter out of your boat rather than cannons. I think that could be so fucking cool.
That would be very cool, and I like it because it's different.
Yeah.
That's what they need to do with Raids 4. They need to give us something different, not just a random weapon like, I don't know, T-Boy with Shadow. It's just something a bit more overpowered than the last one. I want something different, like the ZCB. It was just fun, like a nice something that they really put their thought into. I like that. It's different. It's fun. It's exciting. I want something like that. I don't want something like, here's a Shadow, but just a little bit better. Like, I don't want that. It just seems a bit boring.
Yeah, the Shadow is just so crazy broken. I'm glad they at least came out with the Eye of Ayak. I haven't done Doom on this account yet. I was just about to, but then Sailing dropped. But I'm gonna get there eventually. And apparently the Eye of Ayak, if you have like everything else, like Ancestral, which I don't, on this account, it's pretty damn good. It's pretty close to Shadow, which is exciting. It's
Yeah, it just feels a bit quicker. It's nice. It's a bit snappy. It's a nice little weapon. It feels smooth to use, definitely.
Yeah.
But yeah, going back to the Ballista, I feel like it would be nice. Like the only thing that I really think of when I think of Ballista is like PKing or a Raxor. I feel like a Raxor kind of brought the Ballista back into the limelight for like a day. Well, not a day, like however long people was doing a Raxor.
A literal day, yeah.
I spooned it, so I spooned the pet and everything, so I was doing it for like a week. But other than that, I've never used a Ballista in my life, apart from for like ages ago. I'd use it for like range bonus for a clue.
Yeah,
I've never actually used one.
I started using one because I ended up getting my monkey tail on this account for the heavy Ballista to make it, and then I wasn't done with TDs yet. I still actually am not done with TDs. I'm like 2,500, still don't have my third synapse, but like it's cool when you have a Quiver and a heavy Ballista because you can have 2 ammo types. So when I'm killing TDs, using the Ballista on accurate can hit like 90s and stuff, which is actually kind of it's kind of
oh my
fun.
God.
Yeah, so that's my only other use, but it's still like kind of, I don't know. It's just like you don't need to bring it. Just bring a crossbow on accurate.
No.
Like it's not even that big of a deal, but it is kind of fun hitting like upper 90s.
Yeah. It's nice to just do something a bit different because, you know, the meta is this, you stick to that and that's it. And it just becomes a bit boring. But yeah, something different. I like it.
Yeah.
And yeah, the Quiver's nice. I love the Quiver.
Quiver's so
when that came
good.
out, it was like, oh, I can bring my ZCB and not have to bring the arrows in my inventory. Like it just felt like it fit
the
very
Quiver,
well. 'Cause, yeah.
It's like, it's so good because one, even if you don't have the Quiver equipped, it still registers you having 2 ammo slots, which thank God. Can you imagine? Like every time you just do like a melee switch, you take it off and your arrows come out too. It's like, oh, you don't have 2 slots anymore. Thank goodness they didn't overlook all that.
That would be horrible.
Yeah, that would just be so useless at that point.
Yeah.
But you know what the other thing is?
You still have to bring. Yeah.
I need to get your take on this. I don't know if I've asked. Well, I know I haven't asked in this conversation, but I'm curious if I ever heard you talk about it on stream or anything. What are your thoughts on the look of the Quiver? Not Max. Max Quiver looks great. I'm talking a normal Quiver. Have you worn that thing?
The normal Quiver.
Yeah.
On like just the Quiver itself, I get why they made it. But with Missouri, I've never been a fan of the look of Missouri. I'm sorry to the artists. I don't. It's just too chunky. I feel like really manly when I wear it. Like I just wish Bandos was come back because that's actually a nice armor. But yeah, Missouri. The way that it looks with Missouri, because the Missouri skirt / trousers, whatever it is so long and yellow. Like it just looks awful. If you put it on with like crystal armor, I think it actually might look a little bit better. But no, the Max Cape Quiver I love. It looks really nice. But the normal Quiver looks like a little envelope on your back. No offense to the person who created it. I don't like it. But I don't have to wear it, so it's fine.
It sucks because he drawn No Monkey's wife posted, this is a while ago, posted an updated version of what the Quiver could look like. Because right now the Quiver, for some godforsaken reason, I just need to pull this up. I need to pull up the Quiver. Like, I know I'm still bitching about it. There's people in my audience that are listening just like, shut up about this. But like, I can't get over the fact that, why is the Quiver curved? Arrows don't curve. Like, it's just so silly. Like, this is like a stocking. Like, it's like a fucking Santa's stocking. Like, why are we curving it? And then the other thing is, it's fucking mini. Like, it's so mini, and it just looks so. You look like such a baby. Like with it, it's just like we're so used to like bulky Ava's devices and like big capes. Then we've got this dinky little thing that, like how the arrows. Okay, I'm sorry. I need to say one more thing now. I'm gonna just trigger myself. But have you ever actually looked at Missouri armor? Look at this.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna show you. Look at the Missouri legs there.
I hate them.
There are arrows.
Oh, there's arrows. Yeah.
There are fucking arrows that are 7 inches long. Who's shooting an arrow that's 7 inches long? Why would you ever put an arrow on your kneecap? Like, this is just so silly. This is so stupid. And this is like the one time they could finally decide to get rid of this disgraceful like arrow. Because on all the like Dragonhide chaps, they all have this stupid arrow thing that's like 4 inches long, just a random arrow that looks like a dart, but it's not a dart. And there's 3 of them. It's just so silly. But like, why are they continuing with this? Why? I don't know. It's my OCD. I just look at that and I'm like, this is so pathetic to see this stupid arrow. But
I didn't even notice the arrow before on the Missouri caps. I'm not gonna lie to you. I just don't like the look of them.
Yeah, it's just bad, and I just like you guys have a perfectly clean slate to design a brand new Missouri legs, and you decide to put the same fucking arrows there. Like, why are you doing this? I have these little nitpicks that I just get so angry about, and that's one of them. But
I feel like the normal Quiver non-Max Cape variant looks like something that Woody from Toy Story would wear. Like, it does look childish. It's the same like color scheme. Like, I don't know.
God.
It just looks like someone, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to be horrible to the artist because I know they put a lot of work in and they do a good job. They do a very good job, like especially the recent updates. But I mean, yeah, Quiver and Missouri, not keen.
Yeah. Actually, I was curious because the last time you were on the cast, you had like just gotten your Infernal Cape, and you were kind of going for like all pets. So, do you remember how many pets you had back then and how many you have now?
Oh, God. No, I have 30 now. I wouldn't say I'm like a massive pet hunter. After I sort of retired, quote unquote, from Tob, stopped just doing Tob all the time. I did kind of go like lean into pet hunting a little bit, and I have gotten, I don't know how many pets I've got this year, but quite a few. I don't know. I feel like back then I probably didn't have that many because all I did was certain content, if that makes sense. I didn't really branch out, whereas now I'll go to God Wars, I'll go and do, I've got quite a few other pets, but I've got 8 Sarachnis pets.
That is so. I have 11, I think. You're gonna catch up to me.
Oh my God! Wait, I think the last time I was on your podcast, I got the Runecrafting pet.
On the pod?
Yeah, I remember. I said,
God.
I guess got the Runecrafting pet, and you was like, oh my God, did you?
Oh my God. That's so funny. I'm having the same reactions I probably just had 3 years ago. I did not realize that you actually got the pet.
Yeah, I did.
It's crazy.
I was AFK in Blood Runes, and I was like, ooh.
Do you have like a graphic or like an order of
I do.
You remembering? Because if you got that then you would know how many pets you had back then.
I used to have a command in my stream that like said it all listed, but there started to be too many, so I ended up making a graphic, and it's not in order now of when I got them. I could probably go through on my Nightbot and see when I added the commands for it, but oh God, that would take a while.
That's effort. No, that's fine. 30 pets though, like these, that's good. Sae Bae, I think, has like 33. So basically, and I did a lot of fucking bossing. So
to be fair, I have spooned most of them. The only ones I haven't spooned are Sire. It took me 4,142 unsired, and that was, to be fair, it was before. I think like 3,000 or 2,000 of that case, it was pre the quality of life update. It was vile. I hated every single minute of it. Yep. And once they did the quality of life updates, I actually enjoyed Sire with an alt spec transfer in, or someone spec transfer in you. Like, it just felt so much nicer.
Sire is so good now.
Oh, honestly, that was such a big like W for Jagex, because the quality of life updates for Sire, honestly, they were spot on. I don't think they could have done it any better.
Yeah, they I mean, I know what they could do better, which is it would take much more effort, but like getting rid of any sort of nulled position. Like, I know they've mostly done that, but they did it in a weird way where like when it is transitioning, you only deal half damage, and then at the very beginning, you still can't kind of hit it for a couple seconds. But for the most part, for RuneScape standards, absolutely on point. That's exactly the kind of stuff they should be looking at with old content, is like, what is super annoying about this game, and then just clean it up so it's fun. Like, that's exactly what you should do about an annoying boss, and they've made it so fun.
It's hard though to balance again, because I feel like I'm going off topic. I feel like you asked me a question ages ago, and we've gone off 10 million different topics now. But I think it's so hard for them to do that with old bosses. Like, for example, KQ. That boss, and people might, hate me for this. That boss needs something done to it. That is the most disgusting boss. You need to do it 50 times to get the head or whatever. Like
50?
And you have to run there. No, 250, sorry. Yeah. You have to run there. If you're an Ironman, you can't even get boosted for it. Oh my God. Yeah. Awful. But there's people that will be like, no, that's a classic boss. No, you can't change it. Yeah, and they will definitely get that criticism. But I know for a fact that the majority of the player base, like just knowing the majority of the player base would be very happy with the KQ changes, because luckily I spooned that pet. I got it at like 400 KC, but awful. Yeah. If you go dry there.
So on this account, I had to do the full 256 for the tattered head. And I had to run there. Like, I had to use a stam before the run energy changes happened. And yeah, like I just had to like sip a stam, like pre-sip a stam every single time. And I go to my house, restore everything, go to the bank, and then run that whole
one kill.
Thing. Yeah, and this was, I even had the agility level, but you can't use the shortcut until you have the elite diary, which requires the head, which is insane. And they pulled it and it failed. I'm like, listen, that needs, like, why? Like, it's an agility shortcut. Like, come on. So if they were to, because I will say, there were people that played the league that liked the echo bosses, and don't get me wrong, I think that would be cool to see to some capacity, but I think like there's something iconic about KQ, but there's certain things you could easily do to improve it, which is, one, make it so the shortcut can just be used with the level requirement. I think it's 86. You could pie at 81. Boom, you've unlocked KQ because you can just run through that thing. That should not be a diary. The diary requirement can still require the head, but you should be able to access the shortcut if you have the agility. And then on top of that, why is KQ spawning on the fucking other side of the place that you walk down? Like, can we just make it so it's right there, so you're in there and you just start killing it? You don't have to run and take 3 hits to the dome before anything's happening, and they're all 30s because defense doesn't matter, and defense should matter. I don't think they need to do anything super drastic where all of a sudden there's like falling rocks and there's different phases and all these weird things, and everything becomes very modernized. But just make it so you just enter the cave and it's right there and you just can hit it, and then make it so it respawns really fast. So if you wanted to have a different metas, you could just stay down there and your defense actually matters. Because right now, like, you could be wearing full Torva or you'd be butt fucking naked and it doesn't matter. It's just like, what?
Yeah.
Like, hello?
It feels bad when you're playing good and you still get absolutely annihilated. It doesn't feel good. Like, there's no skill involved. You just get absolutely, annihilated, and you can't do anything about it. You just, and that's it. You just have to then go back to your house. Run again. 10 minutes later, I'm back.
Yeah,
it's horrible.
There is so much of that, like, inner masochism that many players, including I try to be very, like, aware of the masochism I enjoy in this game. But yeah, like there are people that will just double that and be like, no, this is the way it needs to be all the time. I'm like, dude, it does not. Like, we could make genuine improvements. Imagine even if there was like a KQ scroll, like, you know how like Cerberus has those little scrolls that teleport you there? Imagine just like
my God,
little scroll you get, it just teleports you, boom, right there, and you're just hit it. That'd be cool.
I don't understand what it would change for the boss, just making it so that you can get there quicker. Yeah. Like, I guess it makes it like less hours to get the head, less hours to get the pet. So it does change things for certain people, but come on. No one wants to do that grind.
Exactly.
they've changed so much in this game over the past couple of years. That is something that they can at least meet us halfway on, I think. I don't know.
Yeah, I would love it. I will say, I think my general philosophy with like those kind of archaic bosses is I like the Krakens of this game. I think Husky also agrees, because I had him on the cast and he was like, he's admitted like he wants more Krakens in this game, like more, which is actually funny because we've just released a bunch of fucking Krakens from sailing. But yeah, but like he meant more of like just simplistic bosses that you can just chill out and just enjoy yourself, get some good loot, and you don't have to do a fucking raid full, you know, F keys and everything. You just can chill out. And I do like KBD, and I like Kraken, and I like these like cute little things that are just easy and fun, and you can, I don't know. So
100%. And I think a lot of the player base are now, they're older, they've got kids, they've not got enough time to sit there and like grind out as much anymore. So even new bosses like Moxie, for example, they're just chill. Like they're just nice little chill filler bosses, but they just, you feel like you're doing something, but also it's like, it's just chill. I don't know. It's nice. I think I agree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still can't get over how fucking big of a nerf this salvaging thing was. Like, I'm now in the 50Ks. I'm gonna get like 57K XP an hour, and it's just like, all right, it kind of improved a little bit, but what is this? Like, it was like 120K. Like, holy crap!
It's insane. Even did you see Moist Critical tweeted about it?
Oh,
but he's
really?
deleted it now.
I gotta see
Yeah,
this.
do you want me to send you? Wait, let me send you it.
Yes, send me it. Oh God.
It was not a very happy tweet. But he's deleted it now. But apparently he's not tweeted in like ages, and he's come back just to tweet this.
I need to see this. Oh my God. Oh, he deleted it, you said?
He deleted it now. Yeah, I've just sent you on Discord.
Actual content ruining update. Baffling decision considered Salem was generally in a good spot, and this just makes it so much worse.
Undo this.
That is awesome. That is
It's funny because it's nice to know that he like still plays.
Yeah.
Even though, it's nice to know that he is engaging with sailing, and he's passionate about the game. It's nice to see like other creators like that, like the WoW players, for example, like
because they have big influence. Like they can really help with helping get this game screwed on straight. But seriously, I agree. At the beginning of a conversation, we were talking like, of course it makes sense for something super AFK to be toned back a little bit. But like, why? Like,
this is horrible. This is the highest level salvaging that you can do.
Yeah, I know.
And it's worse than what? Motherlode Mine? Like, what is Motherlode Mine an hour?
Yeah. Now,
I don't even know what that is.
What they could, I think, and again, I'm kind of just gonna. I don't want to repeat myself, but seriously, a 10%, maybe they said 20 to 30% nerf. It's not. It's like a 50% nerf. But like, if it was actually a 10 to 20% nerf, that would have been fine. But then at least give us something where it's like, you know what? Because of this, we're gonna also increase the amount of dragon cannonballs you get from salvaging. You know, like something where it's like, okay, there is this trade-off. It's negatively affecting the XP, but at least now we're gonna get more dragon nails and more dragon stuff. Like, it would have felt good. Or even put maybe a dragon sheet as part of a rare reward that you could potentially get. Like, come on. That's the Ironman in me. I want those sheets, but yeah.
Do you know what made me laugh though with the blog when it first came out with the nerf? They said something along the lines of, I can't find it now because I'm trying to find it really quick. It was something like, it's important that we get it right, so you know, just meet us halfway. And I'm thinking, yeah, we have met you like you've literally halved our rates. Like, that's not meeting you halfway. Like, you've taken it.
I see it right here.
And you've upped it. Yeah. What does it say?
They say, so while we appreciate that nobody likes a nerf, we hope that you're able to meet us halfway and appreciate that we need to fine tune things with longevity in mind rather than a rush to the finish line. But that is so fucking funny though, because they actually did.
When someone says like, oh, I'll meet you halfway, it means, you know, we'll have a little compromise. We'll come to like a middle ground. This is not a middle ground. This is like, okay, we're going to take it, strip it back. And like, that's not meeting you halfway. So that made me laugh when I saw that. I don't know if they realized how much of a nerf it was when they did it. If they actually like fully calculated every single
They didn't.
thing.
There's no way.
Yeah.
There's no. They just
Yeah,
pulled
I
out.
didn't want to say
Yeah.
that, but yeah. They're just like pulling numbers out of their head and yeah.
Yeah, out of their heads. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
But like, surely the fact that they posted something about, okay, we're gonna review this, and then tomorrow we're gonna have another blog post. Like that gives me some sort of comfort of like, okay, something could potentially
They're
happen.
listening.
That's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see. Even right now, I'm like, I shouldn't even be salvaging. This feels
No.
shitty. Like I should just wait till tomorrow and see what happens.
But what else are you going to do? I'm not going to sit here and do the trials. I won't even be able to listen to you while I do that. It's so intense.
Yeah, and like the other thing, I mean, as an Ironman, I'm just thinking like maybe I should make cannonballs. Like I can go make some rune cannonballs because that's slow as hell. But I'm like, I don't even really know if I'm going to be doing ship combat unless they actually make it really good. Because I can pretty much just get most of my things through frost dragons.
Yeah.
Which honestly, I was killing them. I was very, very happily surprised that they're very like not tanky. Like you basically with a lance, I was just nonstop hitting, and they don't have a ton of HP. I thought they were going to be like rune dragons with some bullshit where it's just like takes forever to kill one of them. But no, I was flying through them. It was great.
Oh, are they like easier to kill than rune dragons?
Oh yeah, much. You could probably kill 3 of them by the time you kill. Well, maybe like 2 of them by the time you kill a rune dragon.
That's nice though. 'Cause I feel like rune dragons are quite just long for no reason.
Tanky. Yeah, they're so tanky.
Yeah.
And
it almost feels a bit tedious in a way.
It is. Yep. The frost dragons feel so good, and they just changed the respawn timers, and there's so many in there that it's just you're just nonstop killing them. It's great.
Yeah, I saw
definitely
Boaty doing it a little bit earlier. I think he said he was going to try and kill like 10,000 for a video or something.
Holy shit.
But yeah, I didn't know how long that would take because I've not interacted with any of the other content yet.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see.
Yeah. You know, I am just curious because like you were saying earlier about your I don't know, just kind of like anxiety about like getting married and stuff and having more security in your life. And I have to just ask because like I met Haley. I'm sure you've seen pictures of me and Haley, but
yeah,
like I was always thinking like, man, who am I gonna find that would like not like just immediately judge my whole like life? You know what I mean? Like my life is playing RuneScape. And talking about it and whatever else, streaming it. And it was really cool because like she was listening to my podcast a couple of years ago, and she had just been listening to podcasts. Like she randomly looked up like a couple of years ago. She's like OSR's podcast, and she found mine. And then she ended up following me, and we like started talking and stuff. Like I reached out to her in her DMs, and things have just moved on since then, which has just been amazing. And I just wonder for you, like, would you want a like normie that doesn't understand RuneScape, or do you feel like you would need to find somebody that like plays at least games or plays RuneScape to be, I guess, fulfilled?
Oh, there's so many nuances to it. You've got the fact that normies, they don't understand. The fact that even just being a woman online, like most of the most of the viewers on Twitch for RuneScape are male.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people won't understand that for one. They'll think, oh, what's this about? You know, like they don't understand. So you've got that. You've got the fact that normies, they don't understand the time that you have to put into it. Like as well, I'm like quote unquote working. I'm streaming nights and weekends. That's when I stream. So when would I ever go out to meet someone? I don't know. In regards to meeting someone that plays RuneScape, like yeah, that would make the most sense. But then you've got the fear of, I've heard before through a few friends or whatever, like this person just goes and like, I don't know, like it just feels like who can you trust as a content creator, like who isn't just trying to find out secrets about you, find out your real name. Like it's a very hard thing to navigate. I don't know. Very hard thing to navigate.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a bit weird, really. Like I don't put myself in positions to meet anyone outside of like, I don't really go out or anything. But yeah, my nan always says to me, like, someone's not just going to turn up on your door, Megan. Like, you have to go and like try and find someone. Which is true, but I just don't always.
Yeah, it's true, kind of. I mean, it's funny how like for me, I think last year I went on a couple dates on dating apps and just total normies. I mean, just like the complete epitome of normie, where I just feel so uncomfortable. Like, not so uncomfortable, but I feel like that so much need to justify like my existence and what I do. It's just like uncomfortable. And I was like, this is just not going to work unless I meet some person that's a fake normie, like not actually normie, but pretending to be a normie, like, because that's what I'm trying to do almost. And I'm like, yeah, this is brutal.
So what would you say to these people? Like, if you go on a date with them, would you say, like, when they say, as a very normal question when you're dating, they'll say, so what do you do for work?
Yeah.
And you say, well, there's this old game called RuneScape. Instantly, they're like, what the fuck?
Yeah. It's just, well, there's such a stereotype where, like, at least for me, I would think, as somebody that's not in the space, to think like, oh, you're a streamer. That is one of two things. It's either you are very, very well off, like you're a big time streamer, or you're making pennies in your basement. Like that's what it seems like. It's just like a guy that says they're a Twitch streamer is like a fucking red flag. It's just like, what, are you living with your parents still? Like, what's happening here? Like, you're a Twitch streamer. And then I feel like there has to be so much that you have to now justify. So like when that question does come out, and it did come up both times, it's like, yeah, I'm a streamer. I do podcasting and stuff. And they're like, oh, like, what do you talk about? And I'm just like, oh, like this game, old school RuneScape. And then they immediately are like, what the hell? Like, you're talking about a video game? Like, oh God. And then it's like, what are you supposed to do? Like, show them? Like, or like, here's my links, or like, thing. Because if they ask, it's like, oh God, now this person's going to be judging me when they watch, and like, my podcast.
That is another point of why I can't with a normie either, because if you then say, if they go, oh, what's your Twitch name, or what's the name of the stream, then they're going to watch you on stream and they're going to know my whole soul. Like, I bear my soul on stream.
You're not going to know when they're watching either. So you always are just like scared.
Like, I am my true weirdo self on my stream. Like that, I just let myself loose on stream. Like, I bear my soul, and I don't want someone that I'm dating in the early stages to then see that, because then there's no mystery. Like, there's no excitement. They're just going to be watching me for 5 hours a night. It's a bit, I don't know. But then someone who already is in that, it's very different. I don't know. It's very weird. And also, what if they go on the stream and they're a normal and they go, oh, hi. I don't know. Like, they dox you. I've had that before with like someone from my school, even not a dater. Oh God. Someone I've dated. But another thing about like dating normies is, I remember, not that I've been on like a date with this person, but I was talking to someone in a bar, like just out one night ages ago, like a few years ago even. And I think he said something like, oh, what do you do? And I was like, oh, I stream on Twitch or something like that. And he went, oh, so you do OnlyFans? And it's like, no.
Oh my God.
So they instantly get that idea, if you're a woman streamer, that's all you do. Like, that's, you do OnlyFans and that's how you get your money. And that's not that there's anything wrong with that. But I think a lot of people do, I don't know, oh, you're on webcam all day, so that means this. I don't know. It's some people have very scuffed opinions of it as well.
Yeah.
So it's a very weird place to navigate. So I just don't date for that reason. That is probably, it's a bit of a tricky one.
Yeah. I think for me, because I always remember thinking like, I feel like I was sort of naively thinking I need somebody that will balance out my nerdiness, like somebody that's nowhere near as nerdy as I am, just so like we can kind of like it's sort of like the opposites attract, like sort of like just have a different balance where, oh, maybe they're super adventurous and then like kind of gets me out of my shell more, but then it also makes her more like homebodied a little bit, and it kind of like blends it. But no, I just realized now I just want somebody that gets me and like has very similar interests like me, and that's just been completely confirmed in my brain where I'm like, yep, if just like meeting Haley and just knowing like how many similarities we have, and then on top of that, she loves playing RuneScape just as much as I do, and like a lot of her free time is just spent gaming. It's just like, fuck yeah, like I wouldn't want it any other way at this point. So
I am very happy for you, by the way. You look very happy. When I saw the tweet, I was like, oh my god, Saeda's got a girlfriend. But it is nice. Like I always see on Instagram, I don't know, my algorithms like just gamer girl stuff, and like there's like men who like build their girlfriend a library and they like sit there on their Switch, and it's just so cute, like, and they'll just game together, and I'm like, oh, that's nice. But yeah, I imagine that's like what you have with Haley. It's nice.
It's very, very nice. Okay, so what can we expect from like your streams and stuff going forward, like 2026? Are you just gonna keep doing your thing? Do you have any like special things looking forward to? You know, like what can we expect from Megan?
Well, I hopefully one of my resolutions, New Year's resolution, I don't know if you have those, but I don't usually have them, but I'm hoping in the new year that I'm gonna try and understand how to make YouTube videos, try and like dip my toe in the water. I don't know. I'm really enjoying streaming at the moment. I don't want to, take any time away from that. Like my stream since I came back has just, I feel like it's just been an insane, I just can't believe how well it's done, considering when I quit, like just before, it had really taken a dive, because like I said earlier, like if you're feeling like shit, the stream is going to not do well. Anyway, so the stream is doing well. I'm very happy with how that is at the moment. But yeah, I think, God, I'm doing a course at the moment, so I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to like navigate that around streaming as well. But I do want to start YouTube. So yeah, expect the same amount of streams 5 days a week in the evenings, and yeah, maybe some YouTube content sprinkled in. Who knows?
Hell yeah.
Hopefully, anyway.
What about IRL? Now that we're talking about resolutions, I just realized, yeah, we're almost at the new year. Do you have any IRL resolutions that you're planning for?
Well, I'm doing a course, so I am sort of going to finish that sort of September, October, and start doing, start making money with that as well, hopefully. And I don't know, I have quite a lot of things that I would like to improve on in my life. Like there's always room to improve. Spend more time with my family, like make more effort with my friends in real life as well. Yeah, I don't know. Move out, start a family, 10 kids. Joking.
This year.
Or 10 kids. Yeah.
Oh man.
But yeah, just normal stuff really.
Megan, thank you so much for your time today. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much. It was lovely talking to you again. Yeah, nice to catch up.
Yeah, we'll have to do this in hopefully not another 3.5 years, hopefully a little bit sooner than that, but maybe around 3 at some point. So
yeah.
Cool. All right. Well,
I'm down.
Hell yeah. For those listening, thank you guys so much. And if you guys want to support, there's links down below to support for $2 a month, and you guys can gain access to exclusive episodes. But that's it for me. Look forward to this Saturday. We're having Pause on the cast. He is the 200 mil gatherer for free to play. So we just achieved 200 mil fishing, mining, and woodcutting on a free to play account, which is fucking insane. And I have had him on the cast before, and we're going to have a round 2. So I'm really excited for that. And then hopefully early next year, we're going to have some more JMod appearances when they're not as busy with sailing and everything. So stay tuned, but we'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.